And hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. We are Hard Knock Dice. My name is Jonesy, your dungeon master for the evening. And these beautiful people over here are your heroes for the evening and my best friends. Today we're going to continue across Eberron, but before we do, we're raising money with Extra Life. You can go click on that link right there to go open up your heart wallets and do something lawful kind and be a hero IRL. If you don't want to leave and go click on that link, you can just scroll down right here on Twitch. Go and donate right here on Twitch. Whatever your heart desires, you can be kind multiple ways. So we encourage you to go do that right now or else. So now that our charity threats are done with for the day, is there anything else?
Threats?
Yes. Do it. Now. Nothing else? I think that's about it. Cool. Wonderful. In that case, give me money or give your... This is like a Skyrim guard sort of situation.
There's a stick up.
Is now pay with anyways.
Pay with your blood.
Perfectly timed coffee sip. So let's hop into it then. We have last we left off on Across Eberron. I'm off my game today. We're gonna have to fix that. Last we left off, our heroes left Crownholm behind them, going to Droam, the country, the new monstrous nation, relatively new monstrous nation, of which the Daughters of Sorakel are in charge. The Daughters of Sorakel, after exacting some terrorism, essentially, have caught the ire of the Shining Vanguard. They have also kidnapped a world leader and a world leader's baby mama. So they are going to fix this. What else happened last session? Jesus, I feel like so much happens. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage.
Our friend Artyom and Erish got married after I'm honestly not a very long time of dating each other, but it's sort of spur of the moment sort of deal. Love is love. When you know sort of
Near
situation.
death experiences.
Got married right
End
there.
of the world speeds thing up.
That's
they've only known each other a few months, but it's felt like years.
Like about 3, maybe.
Going on 4 at this point. But yeah, we're getting there. But yeah, they got married right there in the garden of the airship. They're all of their friends here attending right before they left off towards Droam. The Wizards of the 12 teleporting them while also making their airship, the Stormbringer, invisible, has sent them to Droam. The mark was missed by a little bit, but thankfully they weren't sent to anywhere harmful. And their current plan is to delve down into the Baishik Mountains to find something that may be of use to one Mordain the Fleshweaver and attempt to find an ally against the Daughters of Sorakel. So, Shining Vanguard, you've spent a couple of days aboard the Stormbringer now, finishing up your manuals of various natures. A lot of you now have, a lot of you, if not all of you, now have stats above 20. Level 17, and it's crazy times.
A little light reading.
Light reading. Gandalwin and Lucas also pouring through documents that Lucas has brought here, both of Karnath that you guys had been given before, and also Thrain, all sorts of notes on Droam and what it's about. Specifically getting some information last time on Mordain the Fleshweaver and how he was attempted to be killed but was not able to be. So, what's up?
DM, quick question.
Yeah.
You had said at the end of last session, you said there was some other information you were going to get to me later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Okay. Because I just realized as I was starting to look at my notes.
Yeah. So, is there anything else? Most of you are doing a lot of reading over these couple of days, but I wanted to give you guys a choice if there were things that you wanted to move around in your inventory or preparation for diving down into the Baishik Mountains. You guys know that, since I know it's been a very, very long time ago, and you read the like abridged version of Greed Shulk's research notes on this area, that you're going into some ancient Dakani mines. So that is sort of what you're planning. Nilbo knows exactly with your survival check, knows exactly where to take you, where the gnolls were last seen. He's going to take you to the entrance of these ancient Dakani mines. Is there anything you would like to do beforehand, though?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to recommend, do we want to distribute some of the potions that currently reside in the bag of holding?
That's a good question.
Because from what I see in there are
That seems like a
currently
good idea.
3 greater healing potions and 3 common healing potions.
You should give them all to Eric. He's gonna need them.
I think perhaps we should have a more even distribution.
Erish agrees with you.
Well, I can take a greater.
I would say people who are most likely to get hit should each have a greater.
Sure.
I think falls into Gandalin and Artyom at least.
Well,
Don't forget the people that can stuff a greater in your mouth if that doesn't work.
Sure. But that's just my thought. I would at least like Gandalin to have one, because Gandalin does not have fuck-ass loads of temporary hit points. He can just generate.
okay, sure. I'll take a greater. I'll add a greater to my inventory.
Okay. Let me go into the bag of holding while we're waiting on.
I just did it.
Brittany. Did you? Okay.
I just did it, yeah.
Okay. This is actually, I'm just going to say this brings us to a good point over these next couple of days, since you are going to be taking some reading and stuff. Lucas would say, you'll find is very tactician mode and wants to be very tactfully sound about this. While he realizes that he may die here, he doesn't want to necessarily. So he will come to you over these next couple of days while you're eating dinner, taking some breaks from reading, and he'll say, I don't have a large supply of magical items on me. Mostly my sword, my armor, my shield are what I carry with me that have any sort of innate magical ability. If you have something on you that we might be able to use to our advantage going into these next couple of days, then it might be best that the whole table knows here. If you guys want to shout things out, I will shout things out from Kaushik's bag of holding here: the scroll of fickle memory, the Cannith storm of vengeance, the cask of Owl's Perch reserve, more potions.
Still have.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It's just like, which we still have in regards to the Owl's Perch reserve. I keep
Mhm.
forgetting we've got that. We used it once.
It's got a good barrel-aged flavor at this point. And the set of Newmont's trick tubes, of which Artyom has one and Erish has one at the moment.
Right. Who wants the other greater potion to hold on to, or do we want to leave it with Kaushik?
Greater. I'll take it.
Okay. So add a.
Unless somebody else wants it.
Sounds like that's all you, Pip.
Okay.
When you add a
Ooh,
greater
yeah.
healing potion, I think that leaves
Yeah.
the 3 commons. We Crowley want to hold on to 1 or 2 of those. I'd say 1 and then 1 and 1 to Milo and Azura each.
Fair enough.
So everybody's got a potion that they can use on themselves or on others if need be. And then Kaushik just has the Owl's Perch reserve still in the bag of holding.
It was a regular potion that got distributed to the remainder.
Yes.
So you can all add a common. Those who didn't get a greater can add a common.
We had 6. So, and then that leaves Kaushik with the Owl's Perch reserve if she needs some liquid healing to distribute or use for herself. I do not think that I think we definitely need to keep the Storm of Vengeance in mind. I don't know if it's going to be particularly useful in caves.
To Lucas is not talking about the caves.
Oh, he's just talking about in general.
Correct. Here
Gotcha.
in Droam,
Yeah, for sure.
What
For sure,
the
for sure.
plan to shape what the plan might be.
For sure.
Oh boy.
What's up?
Yeah, that's a lot.
This is also if you want to give Erish the armor. This
Yes.
this would be the time. Okay.
What are you doing?
Giving Erish my armor.
What are you gonna wear?
Nothing. I am going to wear a robe of useful
Oh
items.
my god.
He's just gonna going back to his druid.
You want some?
Gonna be
You
naked.
want some like
druid.
leather armor or something?
I think I
Yeah,
had.
I mean-
I think I had some studded leather armor, and then it got eaten in the Mornland.
You
Alright.
do you want some? Because
Gandoin has some spare studded leather that he was using before getting magical studded leather. Do you want that?
Surely, I'll take it.
For the artificer infusion
Cool.
stuff, for the armor of resistance, can that just be cast on a set of armor for other folks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
He will give you armor of resistance to psychic damage. Oh, you're already resistant to
I
psychic
was about to
damage.
say, like,
He won't do
what
that. He'll give
Erish,
you.
you fucking asshole.
You're already resistant to
Double
psychic
down.
damage. He'll do
Double down, double down.
double down. You'll quarter it. No.
Hell yeah!
You won't.
Damn it!
I'll look it up. He'll try to buff your armor the way he can if you're gonna give him that
do
armor.
you,
It's 100%.
sorry to interrupt. I just
Yeah.
realized as I'm looking through my inventory. Sorry, this is like should have been a pre thing, but I just realized I have on both my glamored studded leather armor or glamored studded leather and my assassin's chain. Do I need to take one of the? Can I wear them both?
You need to unequip the
Odd.
glamored.
Oh shit, you got glamour
Okay.
studded leather armor? What does that look like?
Schmancy. Just, it looks like regular. It looks like nothing.
Alright.
Just like Crowley.
Okay.
Air's AC has gone up significantly.
Hell
Yeah!
Woo!
Live! I bet Erish looks wild in that armor.
Yeah,
I
it
ca-
looks
I-
ridiculous. It's like almost like the we're gonna do a quick camera shuffle with
Oh,
Koshik hopping in. Yeah, there we go.
let's go. Oh, Kent's huge! Oh!
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
god!
yeah.
Caution's huge camera.
All right, give us a second while we
Whoa!
do this. Y'all go ahead and keep talking about what you're gonna be switching around while I do.
I'm trying to
this.
think. Is there anything else that anybody can think of?
Brittany, just to give
So-
you catch you up, we were talking about items that are going to be used for. It just sent so many people into the shadow realm that are going to be unattuned, detuned, that sort of thing. Okay, if you would like to switch up magical items, now is the time.
What's up?
Just to expedite things, Milo will have found his gift from his son in a corner of the workshop in a box with a small note that just says "To Dad" in Otto's super precise handwriting, and will have been sporting that gauntlet pretty much since. And also, by way of expediting, taking out time for his trance and reading the book, I will have 16 hours with which to assist with chores if anyone wanted his assistance crafting anything that we don't already have.
I'm blanking on. I don't think there's anything we could craft in 3 days.
Most mundane objects, considering I have access to... oh wait, no, I don't have access to fabricate, never mind.
You don't?
No, I don't think.
Wizards don't
Otto
get
did.
fabricate?
They do.
No, I'm saying I personally don't have access to fabricate.
Oh, gotcha. You have not learned it.
He ain't learned that there spell.
Uh,
There's spells in them there woods.
If you think this is something that Milo would have, as we discussed, you're essentially deciding your spell book. If
Hell
not, then
yeah.
that is fine.
Did you see that message there, Miss Stacy?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Take it.
So you're taking the glamored studded leather.
Hell yeah.
I will go with fabricate and act.
Okay. Very well.
So yes,
I just-
what I said before. If anyone needs anything, since I have proficiency with the artisan's tools, I can make weapons, armor, etc.
Okay.
I just delete it from my inventory and cannot add it to his.
Word.
I assume you're keeping
Nice.
your
I
shield
wanted it to be
there,
lost.
Artyom?
Do not lose my
Huh?
crap.
You're keeping your shield, correct?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Erish will give you the repulsion buff to that shield then.
Oh shit.
Nice.
The repulsion
shield.
buff.
So,
You're
you're
repulsive.
repulsive. Damn it!
Isn't that the one that whenever you like block, you can knock people away?
You gain +1 to armor class while wielding the shield. The shield has 4 charges. While holding it, the wielder can use the reaction immediately after being hit by a melee attack to expend one of the shield's charges and push the attacker up to 15 feet away.
Yeah, so you can go away.
Yeah.
So if you position yourself next to a chasm while somebody is fighting you, you can just launch them.
This also means that I can now attune to Alexander's wand.
My.
God damn it.
You gave it to me. Why are you saying God damn it?
I just forgot about it. That's it. Engines, thank you so much for that. All right, guys, is there anything else that you guys want to get done before delving down into these ruins?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Everybody can do whatever they're doing. I'm gonna take a second real quick to go through spell list or the spell list in general to see what I want to make the ruby weave gem do.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Absolutely. Okay. If there's nothing else, I'm gonna do some talking for a while. Because you
I will
guys,
try my best to listen.
yeah, you guys are gonna be going down into some mines. If that's all you got. If you have questions or something that you want to do with the information that I give you here, please feel free to do so. However, Nilbo lines up the airship over the Dakani mines. You guys can very easily just take the transporter on the bottom of your ship down to the ground.
Yeah. Beam us down, Nilbo.
I don't know why I don't like that, but I just don't. But
What is the problem? It is, I figure it's just kind of
and
like
we're
a beam.
gone. In the middle of your sentence, Nilbo presses the button and sends you all down there.
We get to the surface and argue, I like making Nilbo uncomfortable. This is good.
Erish is coming with you.
Hell yeah.
Slick is also with you. So the only person on the airship currently is Nilbo and the talking horse. And I guess technically still Gandalf's horse. But anyways, you guys get to these ancient Dakani mines. The entrances of them, something akin to Egyptian ruins. You see pillars that have been carved in the shape of humanoids, but their details have long since been eroded by weather and wind. Like one of the noses are just completely knocked off by taking some damage over some point in the future. Entering the mines, you find a small town, like an ancient town. A lot of the structures, like main structures, collapsed due to time because of how long the Dakani Empire was. But you figure this out to be a mining camp. A smaller, more modern camp, or at least the remains of it, you find are on the outside of this town. You find that it's a base camp for basically an archaeology site at the entrance of the larger mine that goes down past this point. In this smaller camp, you find notes and maps from both Dr. Quinala and Greetrolk here, still sitting here. A bit of disarray, but it looks like anything of value has already been picked over for the most part, and a lot of their items have been tossed into the sand, dust, and dirt. However, some things that you get from the journals and records of Quinala and Greetrolk, you find hand-drawn grid-based sector maps of the caverns that they have explored. You find along these sectors, sort of on the outskirts of the other mines, going into different tunnels, you see just suddenly darkened spaces that would on other maps seem to indicate a cave-in or something. However, there's names to other places, other cities, in fact, on the other side of them. And you realize that Greetrolk discovered that the Dakani used thin planar boundaries to travel across great distances in little time, much like Aelin took you through in Karnath. To Karnath, but you get what I'm saying. The most currently relevant city of which is the Great Crag itself. Pairing that information up with Greetrolk's journal, he tells a story about him exploring these with a couple of other folks, and that he popped up in the bottom of some type of prison, to which when he spoke to a prisoner which he named Blinky, that prisoner gave him the information that he was in the Great Crag and was prisoners of Sora Maina, the Anishag, the general of the Daughters of Sorkel. You find notes on ancient ledgers that suggest that the Dakani, the Dakani, by the way, are the goblinoid folk of that time, ancient goblinoid empire that existed, that lived and worked here, and here being what he calls Ut Dakan Krugs, or literally the rocks of the empire, that lived and worked here, did so by a way of a trade deal with Drakan Morakail, translated literally as Dragon of the Hungry Depths. Notes on the rare metal Baishik are below. This seems to be what they were mining. However, as an asterisk off to the side, Greetrolk not being a metallurgist or anything, an expert in that field, he says it seems to have been structurally reformed. All of you know this is aligned Baishik. And this appears to be what the Dakani were mining. Extra precautions were taken in exploring the mine shafts as they drew near to where Drakan Morakail, as you would expect if you were drawing near to the entrance of a dragon's lair. The notes stopped the day they were meant to explore that cavern.
Okay. And they said that the Dakani Empire had some kind of like trade deal with this dragon.
With this dragon, correct.
Cool.
It seemed, reading through Greetrolk's notes on the trade deal, it seems like they were mining gold and other things of value from other places and giving it to this dragon in exchange for a lined Baishi.
Interesting.
Like contributing to its hoard to mine near its lair.
Right. That makes sense. I'm sure it's totally friendly. Y'all think it's a coincidence that the day they were going to check out the cavern of this dragon that he went crazy? Because I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's always unwise to trust a dragon, so.
Can I get history checks? I'm from everyone. I'm gonna say the DC on this is 25.
I literally can't make that on a roll anyway because it's shining around.
I will honor nat 20s if they happen.
Only a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
A 10.
Okay.
What was that dragon's name?
The dragon's name is Drakon Morakael, translated literally as Dragon of the Hungry Depths.
A natural one. What is a dragon?
What's a dragon? A what? A what?
A what?
I don't believe they exist.
Oh, Erish is proficient in history, I believe.
25 from the Milo.
25 exactly.
Oh, there you go. So far, the only person who's made it.
Just a dirty.
I forgot that Milo is proficient.
Pretty 20.
He's a wizard, right? How are you not proficient in history?
Your
I don't know
job
if
is to
I'd-
be a nerd.
I didn't know if he dumped it for something else, and then when I went and opened skills, I was like, oh, looky look.
The 25, Milo. With the 25, you know that you've heard of this dragon before. Perhaps it was in Milo's previous life as a scholar, where he would delve into history books, or perhaps it was some other reason that you know that this dragon exists. This dragon is Drakon Morakael was a sapphire dragon.
Was.
As far as he knows. Sapphire dragons are known to watch for signs of aberrations and other creatures corrupted by the plane of madness.
Watch for, like, to fuck their shit up if they do appear.
Correct.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, technically speaking, if he is the type of dragon that I believe he should be, or at least that he was rumored to be, he should be on our side as much as any dragon can be. They are not friends of our enemies, as it were.
Strange name for something that may be friendly.
I didn't say friendly. A potential ally. They hunt aberrations and things that break those planar borders.
That doesn't make any sense, though. Or either that or it's dead. Grey Trolk was crazy. And he was writing things in Delkir on the walls. And that was after
Yeah.
he went to where this thing lives.
Could be dead, or maybe not the kind of dragon that it is rumored to be, listed to be, or some other reason. It's not exactly a well-documented figure.
Okay. Well.
So this dragon buried goblins all across the different planes, or how exactly did this work?
Do not think that it was the dragon that did that. The dragon was a resonance of these mines.
any case, even if it is an ally.
He does like the quotey fingers.
We should probably still be careful, because just because it hates aberrant creatures doesn't mean it will like us.
The area that, this is obviously a mine that we're going into, correct?
Correct.
Are there areas of this mine that seem like they are kind of burst into natural cave formations at any point?
That burst into natural cave formations? Tell me what you mean.
Like, does it ever open up into natural open caverns underneath the earth?
You guys are in one currently. This town is in a fairly massive cavern, and the main mine shaft disappears down into the earth from this point.
Is it kind of packed with this town, or is there any areas that aren't touched by civilization?
Yeah, you can. Are you looking to do forget the name of it, the thing,
commune with nature,
the druid thing?
Druid thing.
I'm gonna say civilization is long past since here. Like, you guys know that Greetrolk said this was like 9,000 years ago when the Dakani Empire was starting to fall and all stuff. So civilization is long gone. So if you want to do with communion with nature, you absolutely can.
Sure. I'll try to see what kind of things we might have in the area. See if there might be some dragons rattling around, something like that.
Yeah, I will say, last time you did do this already. You were a little bit further away from here, but you did commune with nature when you met the. No, actually, I think you flew closer to the entrance of the mines to do this, and you detected a strong aberrational presence. You did not detect any draconic presence.
Well, I mean, he might be really deep.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you want to go ahead and do it, you can.
Yeah.
It's a ritual spell anyway, so you take a minute to do that.
Yeah.
I will say that's 16 minutes, right? Because or is it just 1 minute plus the?
I think it's 1 minute plus.
Plus the level.
I thought it was
no.
10
10.
plus the casting speed of the spell, like the default.
Okay, so level has nothing to do with it. So it's just 11 minutes. Okay. So you get terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples, powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead, influence from other planes of existence, and buildings.
I'm not concerned with buildings too much.
Okay.
Definitely, if there's any parts of terrains and influence from other planes of existence, if I can get a ping on all of the aberrations down here, or at least
I'm not going to rob you of this, but I do want to have you make a check for it. If you can just make a wisdom check for me.
Wisdom check.
Yeah.
18.
Okay, 18
Oh,
very good.
no, 19 now.
Oh yeah, plus 6.
Plus
Hey.
6. 19.
Plus 6.
All right, very good. Your consciousness extends out into the earth, down into the mine shafts. This, when sort of lining up RTM survival high enough to sort of lay that map over to where your consciousness is extending to, it cannot extend past where those planar boundaries are marked. But going down underneath, a latent aberrational presence and influence from Zoriat. Latent being the key word there, in the sense that it does not seem to be active or even as strong as it was.
Oh, okay. Have we found the gnolls at all going through here?
No.
Okay, so I would get the idea, maybe from like a survival check or something, that they've at least been in this area, or
You want to do a survival check and just look around?
Sure.
Did you have any other questions from your commune with nature? You only asked one. You get more.
let's see if there are any prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples. If there happen to be some guys hanging out down here, it might be good to know ahead of time.
It's actually an army just hanging out.
No
It's like
people.
a Drow city right next door. Fuck.
No people. You do get the sense of some types of animals that coincide with that aberrational presence. Small though, like not major threats. And minerals. It's an aligned Bishik mine.
Hell yeah.
You detect none.
Oh,
It's empty.
gotcha.
Dern pulled up. He probably emptied the bitch out.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess powerful celestial fae, fiend, elementals, or undead. See if there's any big fellas remaining.
There's a fiend.
Obviously a presence, but if there
There's a
any here,
fiend. There's a. It's fucking. I'm blanking on fiends. There's straight up like.
The devil himself.
Yeah.
just imagine the devil from Powerpuff Girls. Him.
He's here in the cave with you. He's standing sort of watching at the moment. No, none at this moment. Again, influence and latent energies, but
Okay.
that's it. I will say with that specifically because you have met it face to face, the Corruptor's presence, which you already knew, you feel it here.
That's awesome.
So I rolled an 18, so that's a 30 on my survival check.
Oh yeah, like instantly. It's some of the newest footprints in here. You see like feet pads going on, and go down into the main part of the cavern.
Cool.
Okay. Well,
Do you continue? Press yes or no.
Yeah, we
I
continue.
guess we
We
just
need to-
follow him. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
With
I'll,
a
of
30,
course,
he can follow exactly where these gnolls went, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
absolutely. He can follow in their footsteps for sure.
If there is a really big aberration
Just-
somewhere down there, do we
spoiler-
want to be like,
Hey, spoiler alert! These gnolls all died, so you know. Let's follow their trail cautiously.
Going down deeper into the mines. The ancient mines carry remnants of what it used to be, both in recent times and not. Briny pools collect in ancient cavernous floors. Rats seen drinking from these briny pools have the tops of their skulls transformed into see-through envelopes of skin, exposing their newly massive brain matter, and telepathically communicate for you to leave as they scamper off when you get closer.
I think they are. Oh, guys.
Cranium rats.
Yeah. Whoa.
Where unmined veins of aligned Bishik ore surely used to be, only a pale pink sludge now exists and oozes from the walls. And from this pink sludge, occasionally an eye rises to the surface just to swell and pop like a bubble, becoming homogeneous with the pink sludge once more. The caverns, you come to conclude, while ancient themselves, were more recently inhabited by a colony of mind flayers given away by the massive briny pool used to house their leader, the Elder Brain, none of which are in attendance. Only the scarce scampering intellect devourer, a creature that mimics the look of a human brain and scampers around on four bony legs, are now here. Which raises the question, to where did this colony leave, and why? While in these mines, you find the remnants of several gnolls, with holes in the top of their skulls, including the leader of which was a half-human, half-gnoll, not by birth, but by creation.
Okay. You think it's reasonable to? Is it possible to tell how long the Illithid colony has been absent?
Do you want to give it a survival check?
I'd say if we can try, because I'm wondering did he send these gnolls to investigate like the colony itself, or did he like know that a colony had been there and then was gone, and so he was investigating that, like why they were gone, or that's where I'm at. Oh, this is aberrations. This is perfect. So I have advantage on this. Let's go. You said investigation, correct?
Survival, if you'd like.
Bible balls. Actually, I
Oh.
have advantage on that too.
I'll help
I
him out.
do. I
Okay.
do have advantage on that. Better roll than investigation anyway, so I'll take it. With a 17 on the dice, that's a 26.
Nice.
26. You're looking at sort of these brine pools laying around, some of the slither marks on the floor, to sort of get an idea of when these mind flayers were here, when they weren't, or when they left this place, it seems. Sort of looking at the main brine pool where the Elder Brain would have been. Again, all of this from the arcane knowledge that is in your party, drawing these conclusions. Recent.
So they just,
Recent.
like, they left recently.
You missed them with a 26. I'm going to say that Gandalf thinks you missed them by mere weeks or a month.
Oh
Which-
shit.
Those gnolls came before that.
Yes. This would have been
So that the gnolls would have come while the colony was
while the
still
colony
here.
was still here. Yes.
The
that's-
gnolls had holes in their head.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
looks at beak on Kashyyyk. Like, okay, so they got killed by the colony while it was still here.
correct.
Okay, so he was checking. He wanted to find out stuff about this colony, about these illithids.
It's hard to track illithids. They do not leave very many footprints.
I mean, you said you still sense like a strong like aberration. God damn it! You said you still sense like a strong aberrational presence, right?
Nah. I mean, this is
So maybe they just went deeper.
They might have lived, but I don't know.
I will say it's also interesting that in the brine pool itself, again, just going off of bonkers ass arcane knowledge that is in this party, inside of the brine pool, not one tadpole.
Right.
Also
Yeah,
all
they-
gone.
I mean, if they left, so that would indicate like they left willingly. Like they weren't forced out; they left and took them with them.
Exactly.
And
So-
apparently don't intend on coming back. At least not anytime soon, if they were that thorough.
Why would they leave?
Because they had a greater purpose to do something somewhere else. So there could be illithids deployed somewhere else, maybe, if they're working with the Flesh Weaver.
How big of a? I don't look points at the corpses. I don't know if they're working with him.
No, Darn, the
Oh
sorry.
yeah.
The
Mordain,
corruptor.
Mordain's the weaver of flesh, right? And then Durn's
Dern
the corruptor.
Dern the corruptor, Mordain the flesh weaver.
the flesh.
I
weaver.
think with the corruptor.
The
yeah.
corruptor. That makes more sense. But I mean, how much area? Basically, how far did your commune with nature go? Because if it still senses a strong aberrational presence, like how close?
I think what Jones had said is that it extended at great distance, but it could not go through any means of
Right.
it traveling through like a portal or
Yeah,
whatever. Right?
yeah. But what was the range on like? Because it said there was
3
an
miles.
active, so 3 miles, so somewhere within 3 miles. So they might not have gone far.
To clarify really quickly, that strong aberrational presence was months ago when he was here talking to the gnolls.
Right.
When he did it just a few minutes ago, he detected latent passive energies, but
Yeah.
nothing as strong as he did before.
Oh, okay, so they're gone.
Could Milo poke around to see if he could find more clues, like make an investigation check, maybe?
What are you looking for? Yeah.
He is looking for any indication of the nature of the departure. Was it hurried? Was it organized? Like things left behind? Were there like, scuff marks where things got dragged because they were hauling ass? That kind of thing. Something that might give a clue as to what the nature of the leaving was.
Yeah, absolutely.
While he's rolling for that, I'd like to ask if it would be possible that the little brain rats would talk to Kashyyyk, since she looks like an illithid.
That's a good question.
No, you are an Illithid.
Oh, I mean, so, okay, so I look like one. So my point still stands.
Wait, does she walk around or can she float?
She can float. She has an innate 15-foot fly speed.
Hell yeah. She's
I
got
get
like a magical. What are those fucking things called?
Okay, we'll get to you in a
Segue?
second there, Kaushik.
Segue.
What's that investigation check there?
It was 18, and also, obvious, like if any notes or anything like that are turned up.
Yeah, no notes. Very thorough in the leaving. It's the first thing you notice is that there's not a lot of stuff left behind. Like you would expect in a Mind Flayer colony to see like alien-like technology here, for whatever they're doing. Nothing. Very thorough. Not hurried at all. No signs of struggle. They did this on their own, and they took their time to do it. Packed up, left somewhere.
He'd communicate that with the party pretty much as soon as he drew that conclusion, just to...
There's none of the signs that they were rushed in their departure, and there was no conflict. They didn't leave behind any of the expected trinkets and stuff that may have been left less important. This was a complete sweep.
Right, well, they're a hive mind, right? So I doubt, there's any decision about what to leave behind and what, as soon as the big brain says go, everyone goes.
It would be reasonable to expect that anything they would not consider useful could have been left behind. They left not a scrap.
Yeah.
Kaushik, you find one of these little rats. You go up to it. It's drinking from one of these brine pools that are just left on the ground. You walk up to it, and you just see the top of its skull, and it's like massively oversized brain just sort of pulsing, moving back and forth under this thin envelope of skin, and just like a latent blue-purple energy emitting from it as it does. It looks up at you, and you hear in your mind, "Get back!" as it gets back from you. Like it tries to be threatening, but while it's actively, you're 40 times my size. I'm backing up.
Right. I'm gonna communicate with it telepathically. I'm not trying to hurt you, little genius. I was just wondering where everyone that was here went. Yeah, take it now.
Give me... It's still going to be animal handling. I want you to give me an animal handling check.
Animal handling. Nat 20 for 25.
Holy shit.
Hell yeah. Animal handle.
I love it when it ends on the little B. It makes me so happy on D&D Beyond.
Holy fuck.
Animal handle.
Yeah, Nat 20's in chat. Absolutely. Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
Oh, you weren't ready for me to handle that animal, were you?
No.
I learned how to talk to crazy animals. I got a crazy horse.
This cranium rat regards you at first and blinks its eyes. One of the masters. I did not realize you've been left behind. No, I'll show you. I'll get you there. Follow. And it starts running down one of the tunnels.
Yeah, so do you guys think we could maybe follow them to where they went, somehow?
Slow down, not that fast. I'll communicate with him telepathically and say that. And then I will.
He's like, if only get a
I will.
50-foot fly
What
speed,
was it
slow
that
down.
Pip called it? I will project. Wait, what was it?
Broadcast.
I will broadcast. I will be broadcasting to the squad. Guys, I think I'm gonna leave. Come.
What? Okay.
Run.
Milo just...
You round the corner to see Kaushik chasing a rat.
Koshik, that is a
I
rat.
was
We are
chasing
looking
Koshik.
for mind flayers. They
I'm
look
aware.
like you, but not dry.
He's taking me to them.
As he is
What?
jogging after.
Or something
Makes perfect
like
sense
that.
to RGM.
Your friends round the corner.
Then we got Milo and Crowley over here who already think I'm crazy.
We don't think
Milo
we
rolled like a 31
Because
or
of the
2
Dario
on his...
jacket.
Are you
Milo
wearing
rolled like
Dario
32
right
to
now?
know about
Are you wearing
illithids, so wouldn't he know about cranium rats?
Dario?
Do what?
Milo rolled like a 31 or 2 on his knowledge about illithids a while back. Wouldn't he know about cranium rats?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, he's just...
Anyway, come on. They're part of the
They're
thing.
fucking rats. What do you? Okay.
You guys round the corner. Koshik, your rat friend, turns around and says, "As an intruder, you need to hide. Kill them all."
Oh no, they're friends, they're friends. They're allies.
Do you say that to where
They're
we
here to
can
help.
all hear it?
I'm just communicating with the rat.
Can Milo read that the rat is not thrilled about us?
You guys round the corner and it's like it spins around and bares its teeth and hisses. Yeah.
I will
Yeah,
kill
he's
the
gonna
little
send a
fucker.
message to Koshik, be like,
Tell it we're slaves. Or potential slaves, or prey, or something.
Yeah. You say allies and it goes. It for the first time after it says allies.
Sus.
But I rolled a nat 20, so just let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
did you hear what Milo sent you?
Yeah. They're
Okay.
mine. They're mine. Trying to convey that they're slaves without saying the word slaves.
Thrall, perhaps.
Turns around and keeps scampering.
Okay.
Just food for later. Makes sense. Food for later.
They're
Um,
snacks.
Milo
They're
like
snacks.
bows
They're
at Koshik.
This rat scampers a couple of corridors around and takes you to, again, very much like one of those barriers between borders, one of those thin planar borders that Aelin took you through. Should you compare where you are
Map.
to the map that was given, this goes somewhere in Breland.
Oh no. Oh fuck.
I will let folks give me a survival check. You know what? No. We're gonna say a knowledge history check
Oh fuck.
to take from Greetrolks, and I'm going to give Pip advantage on it.
History. Yeet.
Not my best.
That's pretty good.
Rolled a 21.
18.
21 as well.
Damn.
That's like
I rolled
that's
a
one off the
12
best I can roll.
Twice. So 16 altogether.
Okay. I'm gonna say the
Natural
DC.
20.
Natural 20.
Good.
That makes sense as well. I should have given you advantage as well. I'm gonna say pretty much
Double
all of you, as you're reading Greetrolk's description, he was fairly unsure because he's talking about where he was. He says he thinks, like, based on location of other portals and where they are, that this should go out in somewhere Breland if they're following the same logic of all the other ones. He says I saw lava and I saw like a large cavern over me. I saw incredibly like wide, large, like miles wide pillars that go down. That is the underbelly of Sharn.
Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck. Oh, this is not
Uh-oh.
fantastic.
And Breland's going to war right now.
Well, that's Benjax.
Rat turns to you. Master, Snacks and you follow. And goes through the portal.
Oh fuck's sake. Can we come back through?
It would seem that you could. Based on
Two-way?
Greetroll
Okay.
going in it and his team
Oh
going in
yeah,
and out
yeah,
of
yeah.
these. Yeah.
That's right. That makes sense.
Unless there is something, of course, on the other side of it.
I'm sure there
Thanks
won't
for
be.
that, Jones.
There wouldn't be. Absolutely wouldn't be. Nope.
Okay.
Sure.
We have to look. We have to check.
I'm
We
sure they're
cannot.
fine. We can go about our business. But we have to go through.
Through the portal.
Is everybody going
this
through,
can
or
be
just a certain team?
Oh no, Piv's definitely going through.
Pip and Gandalin. going
I'm
through.
sitting here
Oh, yeah.
talking, muted,
It's
trying to
probably
figure out why you're ignoring me.
it's probably a fight to see who gets through that bitch first. Honestly.
As I was saying, I'm gonna stop everybody before we go through.
Okay.
I was like, I said, I
What do you want?
stop everybody before we go through, and then you were like, okay, so who's going through? And I was like, oh.
Brittany forgot she can't communicate telepathically in real
Yeah.
life.
I'm gonna stop everybody before we go through and let them know specifically that the rat was worried that I was a master left behind and is taking me to where they are, so that they know that there is a very real possibility there's a dickload of mind flayers through this portal. So
Right.
just make sure everybody knows that.
What'd you get on your survival
position.
check and your investigation check earlier, Gandalin and Milo? I'm pointing
got
at y'all like y'all can
26.
see me. 26 and
The investigation in the Mind Flayer's living room, 18.
18. Okay.
It's the
Um,
foyer, actually.
I'm gonna say that
Oh yay!
based off of those two checks, you guys estimate this colony to be somewhere between 150 and 300 mind flayers.
Oh, that's a big difference, Alex.
They don't leave a lot of footprints, as I was saying.
Does make it hard, I suppose.
So many of them doing the floaty thing.
This is not going to be a small group.
Okay, then we'd be really quiet walking through.
Pass that.
Yeah, there we go.
Pass without a trace on everybody. Okay. In that case, as soon as everybody walks through,
Wait. You know what? Maybe we should get the mental link going before we go through here. You know, look before we, or at least prepare before we leap, and then we can look.
Wise, yes.
Anybody else saying want to do this, you guys get some plans together and let me know what they
the
are.
rat comes
after.
back through the portal. Master,
Yeah.
come. I'll take you there.
Can we communicate to Kaushik telepathically?
She has to
Think
establish
and
that
hope.
link. Oh no, she has detect
Aggressive
thoughts at
eye
will.
contact.
She has detect thoughts at will. So
Oh yeah, he thinks at her.
Tell it that we are performing a task for you or something before it gets suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
They are currently
says-
performing a task for me. How many are waiting for me on the other side?
there's a bit of a journey.
Oh, all right.
That's why you need to hurry.
How far? I'm just trying to make sure that my
They're pretty
slaves
smart,
will
right?
be-
They can.
I just want to make sure that my slaves are going to be able to make the journey without.
They have a 4 intelligence.
Holy shit! I thought they were supposed to be smart. Oh, well, I guess like regular rats have an int of like 1, so
Right.
that's pretty smart.
To a regular rat.
I don't know.
Some.
A distance. Eat them.
These slaves,
Eat
these
them now
slaves are
while
very.
you can.
They're slaves, not snacks, and they are very hard and very good workers for me. And I just want to make sure that they're going to be able to survive the journey.
No slaves in the plan.
You saying no slaves in the plan?
Yeah, and it backs up away from you 1 step. It's just looking at you.
They aren't part of the plan. This is my personal group of slaves. I need them to help me perform tasks.
Personal. It turns around and goes to run through the portal.
Whoops.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. They're just as smart as regular rats. It's a fucking con.
They can just talk.
Yeah, that's it.
Was there any indication to any of us that things were amiss during that exchange?
Probably when the rat
Bill-
runs away.
I would love to shoot the fucking rat, but I also don't want to metagame, so.
No, I lied. We're good. They are a little bit smarter. Barely.
The rat just talking to Koshik directly and then runs out of the back into the portal. Koshik, make an insight check for me.
I don't think I need to, but I will.
Sure.
Yeah. That is a 9 plus 11 for a dirty 20.
For a dirty 20. This rat's gonna go snitch on you right now.
Yeah, I figured.
Get it.
We have to get the rat. Goes through portal.
Koshik disappears.
Did she say anything, or did you just go after the rat?
I said, quote, we have to get the rat. It goes through portal.
Milo will also go after her.
Shit!
Shit.
Artyom.
Okay. Yep.
Throw shit in his pocket and dive through the fucking portal.
Yeah. Milo fast right now, so he goes leaping through it.
If I see that portal, if I see that rat, I'm gonna hit it with a shit ton of candy right now.
You're muted, Ian.
I was saying, I feel like he said there's a bit of a journey, so I feel like there's no concern of just stepping through that portal and blast that little fucker. So it's just like, bow shot.
Okay.
That is the sole reason that Koshik just went straight through the portal.
All right, you guys
And
go through the portal.
Milo leapt after her.
All right. It's got a +2 dex. I'm gonna roll stealth. Let me get perception checks from everybody. There's a chance.
I'm about to say, what about my, can I just use my passive?
16 on the dice. I don't think he's got it.
There's a-
27.
19 on the dice.
28.
15 total.
24.
I'm panicked. I can't see his ass.
Little bastard.
What was your total?
18. Mine was 16.
Okay, so my 9 doesn't succeed on my
Jesus.
stealth check.
There was.
Oh, okay.
Saying there's a chance. Not much.
You all go through the portal knowing that you need to get to the rat, and he goes through. He's like, right, I didn't make this journey. And like he's just broadcasting at this point. I didn't make this journey. I don't remember to go left or right. Sees you all and takes off again, just choosing a direction.
Yeah, Milo takes a shot at it immediately.
Murder the rat.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
We don't like
a
rats
30.
around here.
It dies.
It
You
dies.
shoot it in half. It has 2 hit points.
Milo goes, bang.
Where do you hit it though?
It explodes.
Everywhere.
The bullet is rat sized.
God damn.
You all
And
step
that's
through
why
this
it's a
portal,
D12.
and you see the description that Greetrolk laid out for you in front of you. Lakes of lava in front of you. Incredibly large pillars, miles and miles wide, off in the distance. There is no connecting matter here. It is just hot, and it is just lava. Mind flayers can just fly. You are currently on like a rocky outcropping with the portal behind you.
Oh boy.
Bit warm.
Good thing I too can just die.
Go find my again.
I think we need to make a decision here.
Shit.
Right.
Either we're here to stop aberrations from attacking Inshan, or we're here to do what we're meant to do, what we were planning to do in Droam.
We need to get some kind of communication to people who can do something about this. But I don't think that we can take the time to handle it ourselves. Best at least that they know, or someone knows.
Someone's got to know. You cannot leave Sharn to them.
A colony seizing full control of Sharn would be a disaster.
Koshik, can you send a message to Corta Hagra? Let her know that the city has an infestation at its very foundation.
For at least a couple weeks.
Yeah, for at least mind flayers.
I can, in fact, do that. I think I will wait until we go back through the portal, though. Does that make sense? We're not on. Wait, we're not in a different plane, right? We're
Same
just
plane.
We're actually
right,
closer to her
okay.
physically right now.
Oh, well, wonderful. Never mind. I will go ahead and send her a message. Give me a second to write it up in my noggin.
Okay. So you guys are going to send a message out to Corta Hagra. Is there anybody else you guys are going to contact?
I don't think
Contact my uncle.
a bad idea. We have met him because I was trying to think of who else with power that we have met that we could send a message to.
Wow, it's almost like
Contact
we have a king in our midst.
I don't know if I've met the current leader of Breland. The old one died.
Correct. He did not bring his daughter.
Which is why she's not dead.
Probably will send a message to his contact in Sharn.
Okay.
Oh, balls.
For House Yarlin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? No, I'm going to do something first. We're going to roll a D100 on screen here.
Oh yeah, let's see it.
And I am not going to tell you what it's for.
Corta Hagra's a mind flayer.
Not stressful at all.
She's been taken.
I feel like that would immediately go noticed. I don't think she lived 10 minutes in the grove without someone going, you're acting kind of weird.
Right.
Those tusks sure do look a lot longer.
Whenever you got your messages ready, Crowley, Koshik, let me know. And who they're going to.
What do I need to convey to Cortahaka other than that there's an infestation of my players underground in Sharn?
If she could communicate, if she could, A, try to handle it, and B, like, if they're not going to be able to, communicate it to the Brailish government, would probably be a good, get her to pat, it seems obvious, but just in case.
Let her know that it's 150 to 300.
That too, that's big. That's a big group, so. I don't know how many druids are up there.
And that whatever the plan was, they weren't allowed to bring slaves or thralls or whatever.
Yeah, they weren't required.
I only get so many words, y'all.
I'd say the number, general ballpark of where they came in, and stress that she might need help from the government.
What would be the general ballpark of where they came in?
In the depths. Where did we? It was just down in the depths of Sharn, right?
Correct.
They came in from the bottom.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I can't think of. I mean, she seemed like a smart lady. Very competent.
Yeah.
Competent with bonking Artyom on the head as well.
Very no nonsense.
Very no nonsense. Hell yeah.
The antithesis of R2.
Artyom is all nonsense.
I'm gonna have to upcast to 4th level. How many extra words does that give me?
Upcast sending.
Yeah.
I'll give you double words for upcasting it.
Oh, that's a lot more words. 50. Nice. This is fine. It's totally fine. What could be an issue? 300 mind flayers, really?
Okay, so I'm essentially just going to say Sharn has an infestation of 150 to 300 mind flayers coming from the depths that have been there for weeks, if not longer. You'll probably need help from the Brailish government to handle this.
Okay.
There you go. Why is everybody laughing at me?
Hear James in the
That boy,
background.
Oh,
just
sieging.
screaming.
That
Okay.
boy sieging it right now.
You
Okay, y'all laughing at him, not me. That makes me feel better.
Anyway, we'll talk about that later. That's just funny. You get a message back from Corta Hagra, and she says, "Your face
I didn't
right
realize what he was saying or how loud he is. I am so sorry.
now."
I don't know what he said.
I
just
don't
know
know
he
what he
Okay.
said. It was just loud.
Whew. Okay.
You get a message back from Corta Hagra. Big yes. Something else weird is going on here as well. Not enough numbers to fight it. Numbers sent north to give me a second.
Shadow marches. Shadow marches.
She says 3 locations.
Oh, she also said north, and the shadow marches are not north, are they? That's west.
Y'all absorb this information for Kosh. I'll be right back. I'm gonna close my door.
The north. Droam.
God damn it! If I could click on stuff and my map pop up, that'd be great.
Technically, Breland still to the north. Whole lot of it. Quite a bit.
I shut both of our doors.
Hell yeah.
Shouldn't be a problem anymore.
She says
Come along.
numbers sent north. You upcast this, so she's got some words. Sent north to the Eldritch Groves. North to the Demon Wastes. West to the Shadow Watches. Very few numbers in Sharn. Trying.
I will communicate back to the group. Quarterhugger said that then there are very few numbers in Sharn, and there's something else weird that's going on. Most were sent north to the Shadow Marches and the Eldritch, what was it, Forest?
The
The Eldritch Grove and
And the demon.
the Demon Waste. So there aren't that many people there. She said they're trying. They don't have a lot.
Can you send a message
So
to my
do we-
uncle?
I can.
He knows the streets.
I can't. Can I? I don't know him. I
You
can.
know
I can.
him.
I could. Oh. Oh wait, was he the one who was with her on the
The
boat?
gangster.
This
No,
side end
Boromar.
Boromar.
Oh.
Was he a gnome or a halfling? He was a halfling.
He's a halfling.
Halfling.
What would you like me to tell him?
Tell him the same thing, only sign it the twin. He'll know it's me.
All right. Same message sent. Signed the twin.
Very well.
Court just still addresses him as Cortog.
I didn't say her name in the message. And I had to upcast
If
it
we
for
are-
level, right? Yeah.
If we're forced to pick, do we handle the situation in Sharn, or do we move against the hags?
If it comes down to it, Sharn will keep for a little bit. They're gonna try to like slowly infest a bunch of people, hopefully. They won't just try to take over the whole city in one go.
Why would you think that? What better place to have a hammer and anvil against the entire troops of Corvair? If they take Sharn, they could completely come against the flank of all
That's
the
what I'm saying,
armies.
They want to take Sharn. They have more chances of success because there's like the population of Sharn is like a lot, like
Right.
thousands. So they'll want to take some time to get more. Like 300 is a fuckload of mind flayers, but it'll still take them a little bit to have numbers. Like they don't just want to kill everybody; they're gonna want to turn everybody into Illithid, or as many as they can. So they're gonna take some time to do that.
Milo, how long does that process take?
DM, how long does that process take?
Give me an Arcana check real quick.
Oh, Ceramorphosis.
Ceramorphosis. For Koshik, it was instant.
That was different.
It was scary. My skin came off. And so did my thumb.
35.
35. A few days is what it takes for one person to undergo all of Ceramorphosis. Depends on the individual and how resilient they are. Some folks have been known to last up to like 2 weeks against the process. but other than that, it seems pretty inevitable. With that. Also, Milo would know with 35. Fuck.
Woo! Big numbers.
Gathering the numbers of Elder Brain, the size of the brine pool, your brain just sort of working together some calculations, the volume of the brine pool, the current levels of brine that was inside of it. You figure that it's at most, it's carrying like anywhere from 500 to 1,000. That's a big range, but anywhere from 500 to 1,000 tadpoles, and those each have to be manually distributed. So it would take almost too much time.
Yeah, it's kind of like stream of consciousness.
And, based on per foot calculated to a liter, tadpole needs approximately X amount of fluid in order to thrive. It would take far longer.
If it would take far longer, then you're probably not having bad math. There's probably more going on then. If they sent one group of 1,000 tadpoles here, there could be other groups coming as well.
But Helga did say there was something else weird going on in Sean that might be connected.
If they're not trying to take the entire city, perhaps it is only targeted individuals.
I don't know.
Erish looks at you guys and says, in this moment, what's more important? For Breland's army to report to the borders of Droam as a distraction, or for them to be sent south to Sean?
We need them to be a distraction, but we don't need to give them time to actually fully engage. We don't want them to get mired down in an actual war. We have to hope that between Nagash Kala and whatever interference the Bormar clan can put up, that it'll at least slow down with whatever they're doing.
Your message completes the Saida and Boromar. Cold response comes back. Howdy, darling. Nice to hear from you again. You ever find my cloak? That's the end of it.
Oh. Tell her what he said.
Fucking cloak causing me more problems.
Pip, inside on and Boromar said something is noted that he's gonna fucking handle business. Whatever that means for the Boromar clan, though.
He go pull up. They're gonna start mugging mind flayers. They're
You
gonna
got the
start taking their
blicky.
lunch money.
Pew, pew.
So Pip's gonna turn to the group and go, we've done what we can. He'll do what he can. Let's go.
Crowley,
More rapid.
you reach out to your contact. What do you say to them?
Urgent, there's an infestation of 150 to 300 mind flayers beneath Sean. Notify the house.
Hold up to a possible 1,000 tadpoles.
Oh, well, you should also know that means thousands of tadpoles.
That's a lot of tadpoles.
That's a lot of frogs.
No, I'm gonna give him a roll real quick. I'm gonna give House Fjarlin a roll real quick.
But why they got so many tadpoles if they don't need so many tadpoles?
You tell me, mind flayer.
I'm just saying, I just randomly had the realization of people talk about Lae'zel looking like a frog, and the irony that mind flayers have tadpoles and that the Kith Yankee look like frogs is hilarious.
Crowley, you get a message back. It says, information received. Thank you. Something larger is going on over the broadcast channels. What's the word? Alex is struggling to find the word real quick. Subliminal messaging out to the publics. Very strange. Attempting to subvert. We'll keep you updated.
There is something bigger going on in Sharn. Some subliminal messaging going through the the waves.
What the fuck is that?
Hidden messages that can mess with people. There could be magics behind them. You wouldn't even notice.
All right.
But it's going out like all over Sharn.
So who else is a? You know, Crowley, I never really asked you too many questions about your contacts, but do they have the abilities such as yours to get information instantaneously to the people who need to know it?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're working on that. Yeah.
I mean, it's a yes or a no.
He did say attempting to subvert.
They're attempting to subvert it, so I'm not sure that they're working on it. Working on it, vague.
They're handling it.
Okay.
Eris looks at Crowley and Koshik and says, if you have the resources to spend one more message, he's going to use just a minor illusion to show a tall, well-dressed elven man, blonde hair with a strong widow's peak going on.
Oh yeah, his dad.
He says, this is my father. He was close with King Boronel. I don't know about the new Queen Daniela, but at the very least, he can get her the information. Perhaps some forces can be sent to Sharn.
Callie, would you like to handle it, or would you like me to?
Oh, please. Go ahead.
All right. Is there anything additional that you'd like to say to him?
Tell him you're married.
Oh,
He
We can
needs
tell
to
him
be
in person this
focused.
time.
That's yes.
Gracious.
I will send the same message, but I will preface it by saying, this is a message from your son, Erish.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Do I need to make a roll for it since I have met him?
You've not met
I
Erish's
believe-
father.
Oh, I thought we met his father and his mother.
Mm-mm. He's told you
Oh.
about them. You haven't met
Oh,
Mhm.
okay, gotcha.
them. Yeah, I would like you to make a check. Erish is going to give you advantage. Just make this a
Okay.
wisdom check.
Wisdom.
He's got a picture.
Wizzy, with advantage.
Uh-oh. What was Erish's last name?
Rydell.
Right
With
now.
advantage, it's a nat 20 for 25. It was an
Message goes
18 and a
through
nat 20.
perfectly.
God, was it?
You get a voice back. Madam, thank you for the information. I will ensure that it at least gets told, though I cannot promise the results of it.
I will share that with Erish. He said he will do his best to make sure that at least the information is told. He doesn't know what else he can do beyond that, though. He can't make any promises beyond that, though.
He'll have the resources to get back in touch with you, hopefully to keep you updated, though. So
Wonderful.
now that he has that connection with you, that's good.
It's pretty much the same for when I sent my message. Everyone seems to be busy.
Yeah,
The
there's a
word will
war
spread,
going
though.
on.
We'll say that Erish's father didn't seem to have any clue of something larger going on. Both Court Hagra and House Fjarlin, this is something else was going on in Sharn, though. Something on the surface.
You need to get back to the ship, turn on TV, catch that broadcast, get mind abducted real quick.
Get message subliminally, real.
Slick,
fast.
do you
Yes,
think you
message.
could get this back to this location if we needed to? Or on these rocks right here?
I can do that.
Okay. Good dog.
Let's go.
Thank you, mister.
Back through the portal.
Do we
Is
need
it? Oh, good.
do we need anything back in this portal? Or back into those caves?
We still haven't found anything that has anything to do with what Mordain would be interested in.
It seemed like I thought we came to the conclusion that Mordain's people were interested in the colony of mind flayers that are now in Sharn.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say that Greetrolk explored these areas unfettered. His notes stopped when he went to visit
The dragon.
lair of Drakon Morakel.
Let's go see the dragon then.
Yep. Also, I mean, where we're going after this is the crag anyway, which there's a portal to in the caves. So.
Yeah.
What's up?
I was going to ask if there was any way for Milo to like set like a magical beacon or marker or something that the Cortahagra or others could use to home in on this place for purposes of investigation and such. And at least giving them a starting point.
To give this place underneath Sharn to sort of interesting. I think Milo may think that it may confuse them as a starting point, as that cranium rat, as Kaushik said it, that it was a ways away from this place, that there was some travel necessary to get where they're going. But you could absolutely give this as like a starting point if you wanted to. Let's see, how'd you do that? Yeah, tell me how you would do it instead of me trying to think about it. How are you thinking about doing that?
With magic.
Basically, it would be like a kind of in the same way that, you know, when you're enchanting an item, you're imbuing it with magic and shaping that magic to perform a particular purpose. But he wouldn't be shaping it. He would just be taking like magical energy and then cramming it into like a rock or a piece of metal or a carving or something. Just
like
as
a signature of Milo's magic.
It could be a signature of Milo's magic or of a particular like school or something. But the important aspect of it would be like that beacon is, you know, if y'all need a point of reference, it would be this is where they spread out from. This is how they entered. If y'all wanted to use it as a tracking point.
Yeah.
No, this is actually even more valuable. If things do not go well, this is a back door into the heartland of Droam. You could have our allies come into Sharn if it doesn't get overrun with, you know, aberrations, and walk right to the bottom and into their back door.
It's true. Right. Yeah, right into the crag. Wherever the portal comes out, anyway.
Like a
One of the portals on the other side of this portal goes into the crag somewhere.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Well, I mean, if we took like a fleet of those broom flying wizards in Atur or something like that, or not Atur, there's the other place, the place with the flying school. Milo. That one.
Arcanics.
Yep.
Yeah, Milo, thank you.
Basically, like one of the uses of prestidigitation is to leave a mark on something. So basically that, but like putting a real spell slot behind it to like stick it on there to kind of.
Sure. I'll say you can to just add like a beacon. It'll last a number of. Let's just say it's gonna last a number of weeks per spell slot level that you pump into it.
You're muted.
He's gonna check his spell slots real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna drop a 3rd level spell slot on that.
Okay. So you got a beacon to this place. That'll last 3 weeks for you.
You know, 3 weeks is probably a solid enough time anyway to say that, you know, judging by how fast shit's moving.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody would like to do on this side of the portal before you guys go back, or are you guys good with this place?
Are there any kind of plant life in this area, or does it seem utterly polluted and without, you know?
Well, there's a bunch of lava, so.
Right.
You do not see any plant life.
Do I know of any plants that I might have seeds of that would grow in this area?
Ooh, give
Or a
me
leaf
give me a
clover.
knowledge nature check.
That is a 16 plus 9.
Jesus Christ.
25.
Yeah, you got a very specific like desert brush that requires no water, survives off of like latent light, thrives in high heat environments. You have like the perfect seed for this.
I will spread those around.
Okay.
Try to get them to bud with Druidcraft,
Mhm.
and kind of spread out around where this portals comes out or exits, and then cast plant growth on them.
Okay. Right.
So they are.
The entrance of this is now filled with like desert tumbleweed bushes at the entrance of the of this place. Cool. So you guys go back through.
Before we go back through,
Yeah.
Azor is going to pull out his sending stone and essentially just whoever answers, his father or mother, just give them the same message that was going to Sharn and to update Corta or Corta. The Corta that's in the Shadow Mountains.
Lagla.
Corta Carlagla.
Corta Carlagra.
Or would that just be Corta Lagla?
Lagla.
Corta Lagla.
So we have Hagra, Lagla. Now I just got to come up with a couple of other ones that rhyme and we'll be okay.
Corta Bagra.
Bagra. Yeah, Bagra's
Corta
awesome.
Magra.
Does Bagra have a special blast attack?
Slick knows Dagra, so he'll introduce y'all to her later.
Corta Dagra. Yo! There's a fucking...
It's just the dog that's a leader of a druid sect.
It's either that or it's a dog shifter. Corta Dagra.
You send a message off to your mother, who she's always the one that answers the sending stone. She's always like right there, and it's really a really quick message back. You just give her the same heads up that something's happening under Sharn, and to tell Corta Lagla. She's like, Lagla. Jesus, I'm getting twisted up now.
Yes. Love Azor.
Okay, sweetheart, I'll let her know right now. How are you? Are you eating well? Taking care of yourself? And another string of questions. Are you brushing your teeth? That sort of thing. And it just like stops in the middle of one of her sentences. Oh, and auntie, and it just stops.
Of course, mother.
I like to think that even though sending stone is only once per day, I like to think that some of that latent energy of assurance still goes out to Azor's mother. That is done. Stacy Carlagla is told.
No.
For those who don't know, Stacy played an NPC a long time ago called Carlagla before she joined the campaign full time. But yeah, that campaign is still.
So, somebody message Brune. I mean, while you're at it, let him know.
Yo, Otto.
I cannot do shit about that.
He said, "Wait a minute now."
Hey.
Wasn't Otto making his way to Sharn?
Well, I don't think he has to worry about getting a brain bug.
That's true.
Otto might be the perfect one to tell.
Otto was going to search out for Soul. Which Soul was last seen near Flamekey. But if you-
Gotcha. We should still let him know. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, bring the B team to get eaten.
Oh hell yeah! Otto's now leading the B team. Hell yeah! We just get
Great.
we get the B team, and then they somehow like get
Get a C
everyone's
team?
get everyone's second characters in there, or like retired characters. So somehow they pick up.
You guys go back through the portal into the mines once more. Complete temperature shift where that was hot and just completely dry. You are now back into like cold, damp, and clammy mines, drawing towards the lair, at least the place marked on the map as the lair of Drakon Morakael. As you get closer to this place, you begin to realize that any influence of a great dragon is long gone from this place. Instead, and not just RTM, but all of you, a less intense but still unsettling feeling of your flesh not being your own. The corruptor was here. The lair of the great dragon, as you enter it, resembles an ancient war room. Long deteriorated maps, tables, and symbolic pawns reside in more or less the same place they did 9,000 years ago. Albeit you wouldn't be able to get much information from them. A piece of the massive cavern is marked off by ditches or ruts that trace along the floor, ceiling, and walls. This section is some 20 to 30 feet wide, a 20 by 30 foot wide square, with the ditches themselves being 3 foot wide and deep. Inside of these ditches, pink sludge coats the walls inside. Any hoard that this dragon had, if it had one, is long gone, with the notable exception of, in the center of this floor, scales and teeth of a dragon. You see sapphire scales the size of shields, about 500 of them scattered in the center of the room. You see 20 teeth the size of your arm, each with a draconic glyph inscribed into them.
Anybody speak Draconic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say at least a couple people,
Also,
right?
yeah, Milo can choose to do so.
Yeah, these are not glyphs of words, these are glyphs of power.
Oh,
Each one of you, as you realize this, that if Mordain was looking for something ancient and powerful, something to experiment with, each one of these teeth is that thing. They each carry some powerful magic energy within that glyph.
Let's do some arcaning and naturing.
Yeah, let's investigate.
And Milo will investigate.
As will Artyom.
Yeah, just give me a what are you attempting to do?
To identify the functions, the intended functions, I guess, of each of the scales and teeth.
I guess you're looking more for the rooms. I'm looking to kind of see what type of innate power these things might have in a more grounded sense.
Okay.
From a
nature magic perspective. Arcane magic, nature magic.
exactly
Both ends.
17. So is this knowledge nature, or would this be an investigation?
We'll call it we'll just say you all right, you're trying to see what these glyphs might do.
Milo's
Yeah,
doing
Milo is checking to see what the functions of the glyphs are.
Functions of the glyphs. And what are you looking for, our team?
to see what type of innate magical forces might be held in a sapphire dragon's parts.
Scales and teeth.
You said
Scales
scales
and
that are the size of like a shield, right? That's
Yeah.
a big ass dragon.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, give me a knowledge nature check on that.
Cool. Fuck yeah. 26 then.
26. And what'd you get, Milo?
Knowledge, was it knowledge arcana?
Arcana for the glyphs. Yeah.
Sometimes you roll low. I got a 27.
27 and 26. Bastards.
I just wanted to investigate since I can also read Draconic, and so 25.
25 as well. Absolutely. So you and Milo sit down with the runes, sort of going over them. And RTM, let's start with the scales. One, these scales are worth their weight in sapphire, as they are sapphire like shield size. They are heavy as hell. They weigh about 150 pounds each, and there's about 500 of them. You estimate, as you look at one of the shields, that this belonged to a dragon about the size of Hage Shiryu, as you're looking over them, and they are scattered in this room here. You also, with that nature check, these weren't ripped out. There's none broken, really. So they weren't like a battle here. These look like they fell out, like they were shed. What you get on that? As far as they have monetary value, and but other than that, there's no innate magical nature to the scales themselves.
Do they seem to have like any sort of like innate resonance or anything like that? Like, you know, like a tuning fork made out of a certain type of metal might be better for shooting lightning magic, or if these type kind of sapphire scales, do they have any sort of like natural magical inclinations? Or I don't know, I'm having trouble describing.
Could an anti-abomination dragon's scales be used for anti-abomination purposes? Or aberration, not abomination.
Give me a second.
Yeah, tomato, potato.
I'll say, with your 27, that while RTM may not know specifically that kind of rings true to you in this moment, that if there is a dragon that is meant to fight against this stuff, perhaps its scales would lend you some protection, and perhaps that's why these were coaxed out, fell out, whatever the case is, was to cause it to be able to be harmed. So you think that it may be able to be crafted into some type of protection. Caveat being they're incredibly heavy, and you got a very limited room to carry them up with you.
We cram them in the bag of holding.
You guys still have a treasure hoard from the Mournlands inside of the bag of holding.
That's true.
We can dump that out on the ship.
How thick are the scales?
They're like it. They sort of concave out, sort of like this. So they're thicker in the middle, probably by about maybe 10 inches or so, a foot, maybe.
Their scales are rounded on both sides. It's not flat.
Right.
But that's funky looking.
That's kind of how
What
scales
is
work.
what did the Arcana for me and Crowley turn up?
Okay. Are you using any magic to assist you here, like an identify spell or anything like that?
If necessary. If Milo perceived that would get him a significant boost to what he can get out of it, yes, he would.
Okay. I think it would here.
Yeah, then he absolutely will use an identify spell.
Okay.
He can cast it ritually, so.
All right.
That helps.
In that case, I'm going to give you and Crowley a link here.
Hell yeah.
What?
Actually, I'm just going to send it to you guys on Facebook, so other people
Oh,
don't
shit,
go to
son.
get clicking.
What?
Oh, I'll almost send it to you.
No, that's fine. Carry on.
There you go.
He just immediately pastes it into the group chat.
That'd be funny.
Hey, Slick, how many times do you think you can give us a boost in travel in the short amount of time?
Well, mister, I'm not real sure. I've never been pushed to the limit like that before. I guess I could try real hard if you need to go somewhere real fast a couple times.
Okay.
This place smells bad.
Yeah, it does. It really does. But it probably smells like 9,000-year-old dead dragon.
No, something else.
I'm gonna say there's no bones, right? It's just some of its teeth and some of its scales. Like there's not evidence of a dragon corpse.
No.
I think the concept is either something was cast on this to make it shed its protective properties, or it was transformed into something, and in transforming into that, it naturally shuffled off the things that were an anathema to it.
I suppose. Does it smell like anything in particular around here? Like
in response
anything?
to you
Yeah.
smell it, and give me an insight check real quick.
Insight.
Insight. Whoa.
Insight.
Hold up.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I'm in danger.
You know, Brittany rolling all those nat 20s, it was inevitable. Nat one.
Natural one.
I was,
Hey, I also rolled a nat 1.
24.
What's a dragon? Can
Uh,
I roll an insight check too?
No, this is just for Gandwin. Gandwin's asking if it smells like something in here.
Yeah.
Is this
You smell like the sort of like salty, briny smell of the pools earlier. Maybe that's what he's
that
talking
does smell
about. But
gross. He's right. That does smell gross.
other than that, you're not.
Yeah, you're right. It does kind of fucking stink in here.
So if we could fashion something quickly, Pip, maybe if you could draw a bunch of big straps or something, I could transform into something extraordinarily large. We could try to pack up all of these things,
Can you,
and then Slick can technically, so we kind of pass through many buildings. We can pass through the earth, get us to the surface, and then drop them all off.
is that how that works?
Well, you'll figure it out if I smack my head into the side of the cavern.
I was gonna say,
You'll
like,
know
are the passages in this cavern big enough? Like, how big are those?
I will say that the main cavern is, you guys are perfectly fine and can maneuver around. They're like they're like 10 by 10 at most places. The main cavern. Those there are several like other offshoots and stuff that do go much smaller that you figure for like actual goblin workers.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like,
stuff that are small.
Yeah, it's like Takani it was a goblin empire, right?
It was a goblinoid empire, so hobgoblins.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So they did have some larger folks. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. How you looking there, Milo?
DM, are all of the ones listed present, or how is
Yes.
that? This is a bit. Okay, so there's like one of each, or.
Hey, you guys are focusing really hard over there. You got anything?
Mind your own business. Just kidding.
What the fuck, dude?
This is my business. I can have.
Essentially,
I've got skin in the
Crowley and
game.
Milo, as you go through these, you realize that these are incredibly powerful items.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just hand one off to an evil ass wizard. Yeah, he's an ass wizard. College of ass.
College of
Holy
ass.
shit.
Whoever thought the road to immortality was through the practice of ass.
Oh shit. These are.
What?
I'll just start
Okay.
grabbing this one. I'm just kidding.
What are they?
I heard a couple of other insight checks earlier from Pip and I think Koshik. What were those two rolls?
Oh, I was joking. I was gonna see if I could smell anything too. To smell, because, and I my thought at the time was not just because Gandalf asked about it, but because Slick said it out loud about that it smelled bad. So
You told me no.
Oh yeah, well that was based on his conversation there. All right, never mind. If you want to roll against an insight check there, you can though. Go for it.
Yeah. That one for a total of 12.
even better.
What's a dog?
What's a dog?
Dude, we are
So this
killing
time it was a 27.
That's pretty good.
27.
Holy shit!
That's pretty good.
She got a good nose.
You
So
don't
the-
smell anything,
Oh, sorry.
and you think that
Oh, she
Slick.
doesn't have a nose. That's what
That
she
doesn't make
does.
sense.
That's a natural one, yeah. It's not. You're looking at Slick and you smell and you see his reaction to it, like dogs would pull their head back from something quickly. You don't think Slick is smelling something physical. You think he's probably smelling something corrupted. You think he's probably smelling the feeling that you're all feeling here.
Makes sense.
That makes sense.
And it seems to be with a 27 as Slick sort of walks around this cavern, seems to be stronger over towards where those ditches are.
Ditches.
So what the fuck?
Ow.
What are you so concerned about these fangs for?
Yeah. How big are the teeth?
They're about the size of your arm. They're pretty large.
For the first usage of those, how does that work?
Magically.
Noted.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Um,
The short version is each of these can be
Just like mimes, like planting a tooth in your mouth.
and it
What?
has associated benefits.
Indeed.
He kind of gestures at the glyphs and writing.
It varies from tooth to tooth. There seems to be different variations here, 20 of them specifically.
Okay.
We should definitely hold on to these. I'm gonna look at that real
They're as
quick.
big as an arm.
It's
Yeah,
magic.
They
How are
are
you supposed to fit those in your mouth?
incredibly potent. It'll self-transmute.
Do you have
Okay,
to
so
not-
like you gotta pick one up.
Wait,
does
wait,
it
wait, wait,
shrink?
Does this work like with the thing the candle one did? Do you have to punch out my tooth first before I put another one in?
We could try.
Milo
Oh.
reads in the item sheet.
They need a place to go.
Oh shit!
Does Eric know about dentistry? He's good at all kinds of
I
other
mean,
things.
fuck it. I've been losing things I was
says-
born with.
It says it falls out like automatically.
All right, people, start swinging. I can use. I want all
Yes.
these teeth.
Li-
Ah,
There's a limit to how much your body can contain.
Okay,
Indeed.
what do they do?
maybe for you.
We'll
It
get to
depends.
that. There's 20 of them. There's
Yeah.
20 of them. We'll get there. Let's look at other
Artyom
stuff
starts
first.
counting his teeth.
I will say
You
there
don't
are
have
20 glyphed teeth. There are other smaller ones of the sapphire dragon here that contain no glyphs.
He was gesturing at the glyphed ones.
I'm just for everybody's context here.
Milo is going to.
Don't fuck with them for just a few minutes.
He's gonna go look at the sludge.
You go over to
So,
like
yeah.
the squared off area with the ditches.
Yeah.
I keep saying ditches, but it's hard to have like a ditch, like an indentation that goes around the room. Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Sometimes you roll real low. I'll be a 19.
19. With a 19, you look at the pink sludge in there. You think about where the veins of ore were of a lined Bishik. Clearly, this was a lined Bishik that were in these ditches. You see up the walls, and then you notice that these ditches form a cubic in the walls of this cavern, make like a cubic structure. With a 19, roll an insight check real quick.
I am much less good at those. Oh yeah. $12.
That was your DC, so good job.
Oh.
On a DC 12, looking at the cubic structure where a lined Bishik would have been, this is a prison. Was a prison. And your skin starts crawling.
Milo's
What?
stepping away.
Can I ask one question real quick?
Mhm.
Based off of the positioning of these shield-sized scales on the ground, how much wear and tear were there for being sunken into the floor, covered in dust, things of that nature?
Yeah, so they were definitely covered in dust. Give me a quick investigation check.
11.
Okay. So this definitely happened before Greetrolk.
Okay.
How long before, you don't know.
Okay.
Milo, you're looking at the ditches, you're this was built to contain something. Not only that, but it was built to contain something in aligned Baishik. Here in this dimensional portal, not only was it a prison of aligned Baishik to imprison something here, it was protected by a sapphire dragon of that was well known. Your skin starts to crawl, not just yours. Everybody's skin starts to crawl.
Stop that.
I was like backing up away from the.
Guys, this is bad.
Like it just feels like it, or if we look at our skin, like it is moving.
Make a perception check real quick.
30.
Your skin is physically moving as you're sort of looking at Milo investigating this area. Everybody's sort of faced here. Your skin starts being pulled in the direction behind you.
Is mine too, since I've got weird girl skin now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you are still flesh.
This is what happened when my skin fell off. Not again.
This is bad.
And when
I
Dan the
turn and
Corruptor
look
is standing
behind me.
behind
Oh.
all of you.
Fuck off.
Aw.
Papa.
Oh shit.
Yes.
I told you I would make you my plaything,
Candy blast.
and you bring your lover here. That's where we're gonna go on break.
Fuck you guys!
So, thank you guys for
that's
joining us. We
bad.
are gonna take a quick bio break. I hope you're enjoying yourself. If you are, drop a
gonna
follow.
go
I saw we got a
throw
couple
up.
of follows at abmean, abmean. I'm not sure how you say it. Thank you. Engines of Stone, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope you are enjoying yourselves. We're going to take a quick bio break. You should do the same. Take care of yourself, and we will be right back. Much love. And hello, everybody. I'm pretty sure that was caught. Anyways, welcome back. We're Hard Knock Dice.
Somebody left. Fuck. My bad.
You scared them away.
I did.
You bitch. We are Hard Knock Dice. We're playing across Eberron. In case you missed what we were doing to begin with, we were diving down into some ancient Dakani ruins, a goblinoid empire of the long lost past. They were, which they had found that these ruins had become home to aberrations, mind flayers, a mind flayer colony, and led by an elder brain, but they have picked up and left from this place. Due to a natural 20, on a persuasion on a cranium rat, or an animal handling check rather, they figured out that this mind flayer colony was moving to where they were moving to, which was under Sharn, a major city in Eberron. Not just a major city, that is an understatement. The major city, I should say, for all intents and purposes. After that, and sending some messages off to VIPs in Sharn and around Breland, the Shining Vanguard left them to protect themselves at this moment, as they are currently on a mission, going back to these Dakani caves through this portal, diving down to the lair of Drakon Morakael. I don't know why I made that name so hard to pronounce, but here we are.
It's fun.
It is kind of fun. I can't lie. They found sapphire. I almost said shells, not shells, scales. That's the word I'm looking for. Scattering on the ground. They also found 20 draconic glyph marked teeth, alongside non-magical other teeth. Inspecting one part of this room, Milo realized that on the other side of the wall here, that a prison of aligned Baishik was here some time ago. And after realizing that, feeling their skin start to crawl, and looking at it and seeing that it was physically crawling, looking behind them, they see Durin the Corruptor. And when you do, I would like all of you, please, to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Sure not like Dex,
Sure, not
right?
dexterity?
Yeah,
Yeah,
not a
because we
dex
like
saving
dodge
throw.
away
I am
from.
very
Dodge away.
positive.
I'd like to dodge the vibes.
Absolutely.
As they are. Bad.
And I am going to go over here, actually.
Hell yeah. Okay.
RTM, what's your total?
Oh, fuck.
My total, I think, is 21. 21. The natural 20.
Natural 20 with a 21. That's very good.
It's
That's
like still a failure, but very good.
no, that's a success actually. Kaushik,
Okay.
what is yours?
I don't want to say. It's a 14.
14 is a failure.
Mhm.
Gandalf,
Oh no.
natural 1.
Yep.
Also a
Fine.
failure.
Yeah, it's not good. Goodbye, everybody.
Azur,
23.
oh,
Nice.
success.
Not good.
Pip,
Scoot over on the bench. The 16.
16.
We out here
Reach
failing.
over, Brittany. Get over here.
Milo,
Don't suppose this is a charm effect?
you suppose
Yeah.
correctly.
That Constitution
Fail?
charm.
17.
I think I've been hit with a couple of those before in real life.
17 just fails. And then last but not least, Crowley.
18.
18 is a success.
Okay, so we got 3 successes.
Correct. Kaushik, Gandalf, Pip, and Mila. If you would look onto your frames on stream, you'll notice a little bit something different on there. Each of
Oh,
you,
purple! What that mean?
each of you
Uh-oh.
have 1 level of corruption.
Oh, balls.
Ooh.
It does kind of look like a
But
ball.
there are only 4 corners, so that means we can only get 4, right?
I
Make
guess
it
we'll see.
worse. Shush.
Crowley, succeeding on your Constitution saving throw, which means your DC for your Charisma saving throw that I need you to make now does not go up. So please go ahead and roll me a Charisma saving throw.
Just him, right? Please. No?
And with a flash of genius.
Who failed
22.
by 1? 22. Okay. Who failed by 1? Who rolled a 17?
Milo.
Milo.
Oh man, this is a
Interesting.
failed by an amount thing? Oh, fuck me.
No.
No. I'm saying this because in chat, Kylie has redeemed a blessing for the gods, and which will increase it by 1, bringing you to a success.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to Kylie for
Hey,
being
does somebody
a
have
real
enough?
homie.
Does somebody have enough for 16 of those?
How much they cost?
I've got
50,000.
117k.
Or just even 2
I don't think
more.
we're allowed to
I
use
can do
ours.
2. I can do. Yeah, we can't use them.
I got 168,000, so I technically could give you plus 16.
Oh, yeah. I actually don't even need plus 16. I need to, if the DC is 18, I need a
The one's a
14.
fail no matter what, so you're
Yeah,
screwed.
I'm fucked. I'm boned.
22 is a success, Crowley, as during the Corruptor shows up in front of you, that voice becomes more prevalent in your mind than it has since the showing of him in the plane of air. We take him down now. We fight. We kill. Attack. What are you waiting for?
Give 'em a
Crowley, you
kiss.
have that voice going on in your head the entire time as Dern looks to all of you. Specifically at Artyom at this very moment. I told you I would make you my plaything,
Let's play.
and you come to this place where I have power. But fool. You see Erish immediately picked up off the ground and pulled up into the air.
Oh, balls.
We discussed that retcon of that death ward on Erish, correct?
Yes, Erish does have Death Ward on him.
I mean, it probably won't do anything, but he'll try to cast a spell magic on the effect, holding him aloft.
It is like it's not a telekinesis sort of thing. Actually, but it's still magic. Roll me a
22.
Is that plus your wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay. You actually, I want all of us to roll initiative for this, just to keep things in order for right now, in case folks want to do things.
Well,
Not rolling with that.
not the
die.
best.
Just in case there's something that could cause this to go awry.
Never good for me.
I feel like we should do anything to cause this to go awry. Because I feel like bad shit's about to fucking happen.
It could.
Shit is actively going awry.
Santa
How-
Claus is
how
basically in front of you.
How close is everybody?
I'm just gonna use Skype chat real quick. 30 to 25, because I know folks have some high stuff.
Oh no.
Not high enough, brother.
20 to 25.
21.
21.
23.
Oh shoot! All right, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna since I got that backwards.
My roller slowed down. It was taking forever.
What was yours, Crowley?
23.
23. Okay, and then Pip at 22, and then who's got the higher dex between Gandalf and Azure? Are they the
I think
same?
we have the same. I think we both have a 20.
Okay, y'all are just gonna go on the same thing.
Reroll. I think.
Roll these against each other.
20 to 15.
15.
Well,
Camera's doing wild stuff. Yes, they are.
Pip consumed
15 to 10.
Milo for a little bit.
12.
12 for RT.
10.
Okay. Just
Like-
to do this.
Look at me, last in initiative once again. I think there's something going on when I click the initiative button. I think I just need to start rolling at 20, just so the sheet's not like, oh, initiative, let's
Mhm.
put her at the end again. Because I'm literally always at the end.
This is why rolling real dice always best.
Yeah, I guess.
You dispel that. That'll be the start of our
Oh shit.
initiative order. You
It worked.
dispel it, and Zealots goes, why would you do something so foolish?
Because I'm a fool.
And he twitches, and something's wrong.
Oh, he sneezed.
Bless you.
You feel the hair on the back of your necks begin to stand up. Not as if Dern is doing something, but as if lightning was about to strike you. Shattering into this room, wind and storm rains fall into this room behind you, crashing in behind you in a whirlwind. A massive blue
Hey.
elemental titan,
Oh. Hey.
Azure. You see your father from the
Yeah.
elemental plane of air crash into this room behind you. So, hello, my baby boy. Quick business.
Good to see you.
Dern looks a bit confused and is still twitching in this moment. Hurts, doesn't it? 20,000 elementals striking lightning into where you actually are. You should probably go see where Exalos is. And disappears into purple mist in front of you.
Hey, hello again. Thank you.
What the fuck?
Logan, my baby boy, come here. This Jin is 20 feet tall in this place. He has no legs. He has a tornado where his legs are. Muscles ungodly large. He picks you up, Azure, and cradles you like a child and pats you on your back. It is good to see you again.
Azor kind of visibly emotional. Just yes, I.
Why do you weep, son? Sort of massive mitts on either side of you, like his
know.
thumb starts on your shoulder and his pinky like encapsulates your elbow.
I didn't know how that encounter, when we last saw you, would have gone.
Better than we could have ever expected.
That's good.
Exelos and some of my best. Unfortunately, no, he doesn't say unfortunately. He says, Exelos and some of my best have made a great sacrifice. They found him. Him. In the spheres of Zoriad, they have found where he lies. They attack there now. To weaken, to maim, we know not yet. To try. What are you doing here? Where is this place? Where is the sky?
We're in a mountain.
We're in a cave.
And what?
Yeah.
Hey.
We are underground right now.
Under what?
It is like dirt, but so much of it that you can stand on it for miles.
This is awful.
You'll get used to it.
I will not. Thank you, though.
Oh.
He just sort of smiles and looks at you, Azur. Would you like to come back with me? I can take you if you wish. Keep you safe.
I think I would, but I feel I have too much responsibility here. For now.
Very well. If it is what you feel you must do, it is what you must do. There is no stopping that. How is your mother doing?
That's a good question.
You do not know?
Not currently, no. But we sent her back. It's me blanking on
Stormhome.
You sent her back home. Okay, so she
Yes.
does not reside on the plane of law.
No.
This is wonderful. Good. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. She was visibly shaken by that encounter, so.
The plane of air has been torn. That is how Dern got there. A rift to Zoriat. But a door in is a door out as well. So we fight. I would love to have you back. If you would be willing to come. Nice to see you all again. Hello, hi.
I've never seen you before in my life.
You're gonna make me do it.
That's
You're gonna
kind
make me do it. You're gonna make me do it.
Dude, what?
Now you'll hear it in a second.
Oh,
Right.
full title, let's go!
You have never met me before. My name is the great Caliph Hussam al-Bali bin Nafat al-Yugayim, master of the clouds, son of the breezes, secret keeper of the four winds, prince of birds, storm of the heavens, defender of the righteous, emperor of gales, commander of monsoons, and master of the air.
Galen tuned out about 2
Pleasure.
seconds into that. That's your dad?
Yes.
Is there a resemblance?
Oh. Yeah.
I'm
Didn't
just
meet
going
Milo
like,
either, I forgot.
he's doing like a size thing of like, medium creature, ginormous creature. Okay.
He's just shaking his head at you the whole time.
Yeah.
But
Hey, DM,
Yeah.
remind me what plane is he from?
Serrania.
Okay, cool.
Did you rob him?
We're good. Oh. Had to check though.
Yet. Okay.
Well, I
You
suppose the
said
offer is to
Sierrania.
the plane of air, Serrania.
All right.
But I suppose the offer is not just to you, my baby boy. To the rest of you as well. You can come to the plane of air.
I appreciate the offer
No.
very much, but we're trying to save our plane at the moment.
I understand this. This is exactly what I am trying to do as well. I could use your help. You could just come live with
Pip
me.
looks really thoughtful.
The plane of air is much better than this ground.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Yeah, you do kind of get used
The
to it.
bottom half of his tornado just sort of wiggles around.
Why does he have a hula hoop on? Like, what is this?
That was me miming the motion of a air tornado that is his legs.
Is it a
there,
hula
Ian.
hoop motion?
If anybody was gonna hula hoop, it would be him. I feel
It
like.
would be. Well,
I try. It just falls right off and then gets slung out in a direction all the time.
while we appreciate your assistance in preventing whatever the horrible thing was about to happen.
Yeah.
We don't have a time frame, so
Is there something that I can help with you before I have to go?
you ever fought a hag, Coven?
No.
You wanna?
Do I want to? Is this hack oven here?
Apparently there's a portal
very
that leads
close
to where
by.
they are,
Very
so
close.
And we will just go fight them right now?
Wanna,
Hey, sure.
a more reasonable note, wanna help us carry these things back to our ship?
You want me to pick things up for you?
Yeah, he's kind of like the ruler of the whole plane. Maybe we shouldn't make him do manual labor for us. It's a little insulting, Milo.
what if you frisbee
Seems like a
these
smaller
scales
ask
at them?
than squaring up with hags, just saying.
Yeah, a lot less fun though.
Just like see confusion on Milo's face.
I do need to get back, and rather soon. But if there is something that I can do to help, to make your job easier if you are not coming back with me.
Do you
I don't
know?
what Earth, like air Titan elementals can do.
Do you have a suggestion of something that could help us in our aid against the invasions of Zoriat and, the Corruptor in general?
Currently, that is what we are working on with attacking where Dern actually is in Zoriat. Attempting to hurt him there. Other than that, I have no idea. That is not my wheelhouse, but rather Exolos's.
Okay. You got anything you could give us that's really good at killing hags, or very powerful spellcasters, so that they don't undo our magic at the speed of thought?
You said they are very powerful spellcasters.
Yeah, a couple of them are pretty potent.
They threw meteors at a lot of stuff.
Nah.
Give me a second while I look at my own stat block.
You're what?
I have to do the same thing. Don't worry.
While he's thinking, Milo, what do all of these fangs and scales do?
You already explained about the fangs.
No, you didn't. You said you can put them in your mouth and it does stuff. You didn't say what the fangs do.
Yeah, there's 20 of them. Each one's different.
Write it down.
Don't write it down. That's dangerous.
He says, well, I can do great works of wind, thunder, and rain. I could send a couple of tornadoes their way, if you just point me in the right direction.
Crowley pulls out map. There you go. Here's a map right
This
here.
is where we are. That's where they are.
They are so close. Only a couple of inches away.
This is a represent. So there's this portal right down there. You go through there, you just start thunder whirling through about anything in that whole city, and there'll be a double thumbs up from us.
I want to make sure that I'm understanding what you're telling him at this moment. You're going to send him into what was described as the bottom of a prison and tell him to start throwing tornadoes.
Let's not do that. That would kill a bunch of random ass prisoners.
I just want to make sure that I understand.
So from what I understood, that portal takes them to the crag.
Into the jail of the crag.
Yeah, so?
Okay.
Yeah, it's
just-
the jail in the crag. There'll be prisoners there from people. Maybe, I mean,
Don't we want them to investigate not the area where we're about to walk into? Wouldn't we want people to go out from there?
I would rather walk out of a giant fucking crater into an entire city that has been crumbled over massive, massive natural tornadoes. Personally, I understand that we have a couple of people that we want to save, and that might not be the best idea.
I'm
Like,
just
this is
meaning,
me
I don't
saying
know
this.
if he's going to create a crater rather than just all of the soldiers in the crag are going to go, and then we'll walk in there and they'll go, those guys! Rather than, how close do you got to be to throw tornadoes? Or send them that way?
So I can be much further than a couple of inches.
How about like hundreds of miles?
Potentially, yes. I have to be able to see it. Otherwise, if I
The
get
crag is really fucking big.
we have sky bowling. If I throw it from too far, it could veer off, and I could get a gutter tornado.
Sky falling. Gutter tornado.
I hate those. That's the worst feeling. How about we show him where it is, and then maybe they'll be, coming outside to see what the fuck is going on, and then we can, go in their jail.
I mean,
Because everybody's freaking the fuck out about, an attack.
If we're not going to do tornadoes, we still need to do this on our own time frame. I feel like jumping in there at this very moment might be jumping the gun just a little bit. We still don't know what all of these teeths and scales do, and he's got to go any minute now, and we don't even know if this other guy can help us out in the whole conquest against it, so...
Alright, we're gonna play it safe, then no.
He holds his hands out and begins drawing in the air. You feel air rushing from every orifice from here. And he just begins like condensing it down, and you see it start like spinning in his hand. And he just condenses it down until it's just an orb of like perfect, smooth glass, but you just see ripping winds inside of it.
Maybe you should grab that. Points at Azur.
Oh, yeah.
Reach out for it.
When you are ready, aim it in the right direction. Don't throw a tornado gutter ball.
Gutter tornado.
Gutter tornado.
Got the tornado. Oh, yeah. Understood.
Yes, perfect day.
Stay away from the area until it is gone. Otherwise, okay.
Azur is
Yeah.
talkative.
That's understandable.
Okay, I've kept you here long enough. Yeah. Just like big lips hits the top of your head.
Your
He-
entire crown. of your
Yeah,
noggin.
essentially the entire top of your head gets a kiss. He picks you up once more. My baby boy.
Hope to join you when I'm done helping this plane.
Of course, I need help ruling the skies. That went Arnold. real
Arnold?
quick.
Arnold?
Ruling the skies.
Ow, I
Become
did-
Austrian.
Nice.
Foster.
Ice this air down here. It's this air is very thick and it's affecting my voice. I need to leave here.
Ice to meet
Yes,
you.
I can hear that.
All right, I need to leave now.
Chill.
Kick some ice.
I'll be back. Lightning strikes and he is gone.
Nice. Okay. That being said, we probably shouldn't stick around here too long.
Nah.
If he can just show up. Or some amount of him just show up.
Right. So while we're doing that, we need to get these discs, these scales and these teeth and figure out what they are or a way to transport them out of here.
Aren't there like 500 of the scales?
Yes, all of the scales is out of the question. You can get some of them.
DM,
Yes.
if I were to use one of those two spells, could I have the land version be like a transport?
Each of those scales like almost 200 pounds.
Could you use one of what spells?
Conjure vehicle.
I think it would be too large for this space. Because the
That's what I-
smallest. Do what?
Go ahead.
The
I was gonna
s-
say turn it instead of sorry.
No, go. I'll stop talking.
Instead of doing like the high speed drivable vehicle, basically be like a cart train. So just like a little like one of those riding lawnmower things with a bunch of flatbeds on it. Just kind of.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's taken you guys at this point a couple of hours to do this in order to ferry those up, and like I'm gonna say like a 2-cart mining cart is gonna take hours of work. If you guys are dead set on getting 75,000 pounds of dragon scales up and out of this place.
We're not getting all of them. You muted yourself and then started talking.
Yeah, not saying to get all of them, but would that assist with getting as many as possible? Like, could he create that? Because that's going to be a lot more.
Yeah.
And how many pounds per scale, I guess?
150. They are quite heavy.
It's a heavy bitch.
What was the smallest opening as on the trail through here?
You know what? Let's roll a quick luck check on a D100.
Hell yeah. Hi, baby, hi.
On a 70, probably the largest part definitely would have been the town, but once you got down into the mines themselves, the largest portions probably would have been at like intersections and close to 20 feet.
Smallest.
Oh, the smallest were like on the main trail, or
Yeah,
we
if we were, what's the largest locomotion we could have to get something out of here?
large creatures would be a tight fit for
Okay.
sure.
You could drag something, though, like if you got big and then dragged something.
Right.
Because that would also substantially increase how much you could drag, or how much you could take if you're dragging it.
How many of the scales plus teeth would be able to get out with the transport version?
What level are you casting it at?
That would be. I don't know what the benefits would be based on the discussion we've had because the spell is so flexible. I guess it just says a vehicle.
It's all about towing capacity and not necessarily anything else.
I know, and not necessarily like speed or durability. This is just like a basically like a really small open top train type deal.
Right. I would say that if you were to cast it at its lowest level, which is second level or third level, right?
Second.
That you'd be able to get like a couple of medium-sized like mining cart type deals to move slowly up. And let's just look something up real quick.
How many pinch points would you say there would be for large creatures?
So a mine cart in 5e, and you would have 2 of them. You could do about 3,000 divided by 150, about 20 scales.
Bet. And what would be the how many more carts are we getting for upcasting? It's like a cart per level or something.
Yeah, we can say a cart per level. What were you saying?
Because I need the teeth too. So.
How many? Oh, the teeth will fit in a bag of holding, right?
The teeth are small enough to fit in the bag of holding. Yeah. I say small. Okay. They're long, but they're thin.
Well, I guess the rest of the party doesn't know what the scales even do.
It's up to you. If you want to say you disseminate that information out to them, absolutely.
I guess that's a big fucking no. Hey, Milo, what do the scales do? Why do we even need to bring them with us?
These scales are like the stories I tell. They're imbued with magic that will...
The teeth, not the scales.
I'm sorry, the teeth. My bad. That's what they're tales like the tales I tell. They're imbued with magic that, if implanted, will grant you benefits. Each one is different, so that is why there's some hesitation. And some come with side effects. Others... But sometimes the buffs are great enough that it does not matter. Pick a tooth and I will tell you.
Even the ones...
That one!
We can get all the teeth. What about the scales?
It is my belief that they could potentially be used to create objects that would aid us in a defensive capacity or maybe even an offensive capacity. But we don't have time to sit here and figure that out now, so getting them to the ship... Figure the rest out later.
Yes, I covered that. Let's move now.
Okay.
Yeah. That being said, Milo is going to cast Conjure Vehicle. And what that would look like is basically him kind of pulling into an existence that same like almost lavender, translucent facsimile of a like Eberron or not Eberron, Sharn like work vehicle, like the kind that would like haul trash or parts for companies on the different roads. In the similar to when he first showed up and he did the phantasmal version of his armor that overlaid him, except this, instead of being his armor, is like a little kind of like Sharn flatbed with 2 carts behind it. Just almost pulling it out of a hat type of thing, just from a corner in the air.
Oh, all right. Let's load him up, I guess.
What level are you casting that at?
What the fuck?
Just 2, so we're gonna have the 20 scales.
Okay. So you get 20 of these shield-sized scales into those vehicles. It is like 2-man job for everyone. It's like team lift on all of these. So you guys take.
I heard you should lift with your back.
Lucas says 100%.
I'm glad to
Oh
hear
my
Lucas has
God.
got my back in saying stupid shit.
How much? I mean, the airship, it is a light type of wood for it to be able to carry such things. If we get a lot of these, will it even be able to fly, or?
This is only a couple thousand pounds. The capacity for it is much, much higher. Just
Okay.
water for us all weighs more than this.
All right.
I don't think I've given y'all a capacity limit on the airship. I'm gonna say if you were to attempt to get all of these, the time constraints, or I say time constraints, the time sink would be there in getting these up there. But I would say 75,000 pounds would 100% affect the ability of that ship to be able to move and maneuver. You're talking about maybe going up 25,000 pounds before you start to affect Nilbo's ability to be able to drive it. I would say
We are not getting anything close to all of these.
Well, no, we're doing just 20.
I think they're trying to figure out another way in addition to the Conjure vehicle at the moment.
Yeah.
I think
Quick Google search says basic Eberron airship capacity is 30 tons.
so 60,000 pounds.
67,200 pounds.
Well, I could turn everyone into big octopi, and they could grab a few scales apiece, and then
Aren't those supposed
split.
to be in like the water?
You will be outside the water for a good while.
Are we like pretty far underground right now?
They can hold their
Do we-
breath.
Do we need more than these?
I
Gestures
don't
to
know.
20.
You said we can use them for. If
I
they're very powerful,
I feel like-
I like them.
we know of at least one portal that goes right into the bottom of Sharn.
Yeah, could we not send a message to someone?
We can we can come back
Okay.
later
Sure.
if we need more.
We'd also need the time to actually work them into whatever
Right.
we needed, which
Okay.
we're short on.
All right, we'll add that to the list of, hey, come over here and get all this shit. So how big is the area between where all the scales are and to the portal?
Which one? Which portal? To Sharn?
The portal to Sharn, yes.
How big is the area? Or
Yeah.
how long of a distance?
Both.
The biggest area, or the like smallest areas, is about, like I said, a medium creature can fit in there comfortably because of hobgoblins and stuff. So
Okay.
like, but still no extra work in making mining tunnels. So maybe 10 feet at most areas, in between here and there, and not incredibly far, maybe like 1,000 feet.
Okay. 1,000 feet?
Yeah, maybe a little bit more than that, but
Yeah,
not
actually,
not too terribly far.
I'm not going to waste nothing on it.
Let's just get the teeth and some of the scales.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teeth in the 20.
Teeth and 20 scales, your mine cart's sort of slowly moving up of this place. It's sort of like a ghostly reenactment of what happened here thousands and thousands of years ago. As your mine cart moves these 20 scales up to here, which uses the same rails over and over again as just like ghostly rails move up in front of it at under the wheels as you guys go to exit.
While this creeps all the way up here, why don't you tell us what this fucking teeth do?
He's got his safety
said,
earplugs
Both
in.
hands on the wheel.
All right,
My-
I'm just gonna shove one in my mouth and we'll find out that way and see what happens.
No, don't stop. We will discuss it on the ship. There's multiple effects.
We've got time.
They are complicated, and TLDR, I'm not going to sit here and read out 20 stat blocks on stream.
Irish, babe,
Give us the link!
What do these do? You've got
Would
like, did-
would on the way up, would Crowley and Milo tell me what each of them did?
I would tell the story.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure. Hell yeah. Put it in the Facebook chat.
I
It's
wouldn't
in,
get.
it's in the
Put
Skype
it in
chat.
the Skype chat. That works too.
I will tell him after I put in all 4 teeth, and then I'll tell him.
Oh shit, we just have one of every one of these.
Correct.
You can only
Does it work like the item listed here where you I have to attune to the like bag of teeth?
This is not the bag of item. No, this is how I've described it, but the teeth themselves function the same.
Like individually. Okay.
Correct.
So it's not like where you have to be attuned to the collection and then
Correct.
go. Okay. I was about to say.
No.
It's like, that's unfortunate.
It is this item flavored much differently.
Okay, cool. I figured considering that these were like
These are not regular
little
teeth, correct. But just so you know, what the draconic glyphs on the teeth do is this.
Gotcha.
So you know what? I'll put that. I'll put the link in the Twitch chat. Here you go, chat. Everybody gets to know. There you go. So, anyways, you guys make your way through these caves. Is there anything else you would like to do down here?
just start ripping out teeth. I don't know.
Jeez, no, be patient. Chill out.
I find the fact that one of these can summon a coven of hags hilarious. Like,
That is
I don't
funny.
think we
What
should
if
we
it's
waste
brought
the
our
hags?
own! Bow!
We brought our own sister.
Yeah, it just summons the hags that we're looking for.
Please notice the summoning version basically destroys the tooth, so I don't think we should use the summons.
It does.
It's a good last resort thing for sure. I think
because
once
we
you
have
put
to-
them in, you can't take them out without them disappearing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So permanent benefit better than consumable benefit.
Yo, we should give 9 cats to Erish for sure.
You think?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know,
someone
man.
else doesn't like cats in this party, so probably Erish, yeah.
Well, don't give it to me. And we can't give it to Kaushik. She's already dead.
She also doesn't have teeth, so she actually can't put these in.
She
I
just
was-
she has a
replaces her beak.
Yeah, I want
was
to point out
eyeballing.
that one of,
Jeez.
Kaushik
I want to point out that one of
raises-
these items is an illithid tooth.
Kaushik
Yeah.
raises her tentacles, opens her beak, and you see swirling serrated teeth underneath.
The illithid teeth is one that's interested me, but also the cat's one. So
I've got teeth, I just don't have thumbs.
Just on the way up, Azur visibly breathes a sigh of relief and just kind of mutters under his breath. I thought for sure the plane of air and everything in it was gone.
Roll
Your
the
dad's
person-
a big fucker.
Yes, he is. Seems to be bigger in this plane than last I remember. I don't know.
He grew.
He was massive in the plane of air as well.
Oh,
Rolled a percentile on how that fight went. Natural 100.
Yeah. Oh,
hey, yo.
fucking dude with hella titles ain't no bitch.
Apparently not. Let's go.
Yeah.
Why in
Yeah,
your
we'll
notes?
walk up.
Just real quick. Oh, never mind. I don't even have it up. So never mind. Write down that orb in your notes, Wyatt. Go ahead, Pip. Sorry about that.
Oh no. No, I was just say, Pip would have been like near Azur, and when he was saying that, she'll just kind of like, fist bump him on the shoulder, like,
Yeah.
the same. I'm glad to see that that's not the case.
Yeah.
These are cool.
So, Shining Vanguard, after a couple of hours of minecart and other sorts of transport, you leave the Connie mines, able to make your way back under I believe there is a weight limit to the teleportation circle, but you guys will be able to do it in trips if it is over that. Getting your way back to the airship. Nilbo finds you. You do not find Nilbo, as your ship is still invisible. And so some of you just immediately teleport up and out of the way and back into the airship. So here's the question. You taking these as a bargaining chip, or are you taking these to use?
Milo's intent is to try and figure out a way to craft them into things of a protective nature.
Not the scales?
Not the scales, but I'm talking about the teeth.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Oh, do they come as a set? We can't use a couple and give the rest?
You could certainly try.
Certainly don't think that if these are as powerful as they seem, that we should put anything like this in the hands of someone who is potentially that strongly opposed. This is a great boon that we found, and trading it away to someone who may become an enemy at some juncture seems unwise, especially considering how difficult to dispose of he seems, historically speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is kind of where I'm at.
After I run to the latrine, I'm gonna leave this device here. I'll be able to hear everything that y'all say while I'm gone.
Okay.
God damn it. Oh, fuck balls. Thoughts, comments, concerns?
I have concerns aplenty.
Nah.
Very, very, very many concerns.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can we get some of the smaller teeth and make fakes?
I kind of feel like
I
a
think,
guy
yeah.
of this stature won't be fooled by a few fakes.
Yeah, I doubt he would be fooled.
How long does he need to be fooled for?
How long enough to help us?
And then once you realize he's been
Wait.
fooled, hopefully not pissed off enough to just kill us anyway, or try.
Or we're going to give him things before he helps.
We at least have to present them.
Mm.
I don't get the feeling that he's one to say, oh, okay, I'll do you this favor before I have a chance to look at what you're offering. I think
Could
you
we
at least
show
want
him
to
the-
examine them.
Could we show him the real ones and then give him fake ones? I agree. I don't think it's good to give him the real thing. That seems very dangerous.
I don't think that there's any facsimile that we could produce that would fool someone of his arcane caliber.
Right.
With the smallest amount of resources, he would be able to detect our deception.
Read that as, I imagine this homie can cast Identify pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can show and barter for him to take a few. There's no reason for him to have all 20.
I think that he should have none. He's
Exactly.
a potential enemy, and each of these is incredibly powerful.
It's true.
He's either a potential
Likely.
enemy or an incredibly potentially powerful ally.
If he already is thrown in his lot to any degree with the daughters, do you think that there is any real faith that he will join our side?
To my
That he'll
understanding,
stay on our side?
it seems
I'd
like
have-
they have come to a kind of accord.
We can open negotiations without the teeth and the scales inside of the matter and see where things go from there. Talking is always a good option.
I agree. I'd have to talk to him first before I could make any decision, but let's leave it off the table. But we should not touch them until then.
If he has already thrown in his lot and has an accord with the daughters, wouldn't it be best to simply stay as far away from him as possible?
Right. Well, we know that he has a neutral arrangement with the daughters, but he has at least an antagonistic relationship with Dern the Corruptor.
Maybe.
Well, his
Alleged.
folks killed his null buddies.
I don't think he much cared about the Knolls.
I would have to agree reading the histories. He looks for experiments. Which is
I
one
feel
reason
like
Good, Ty.
Lucas just stops talking and looks at you. Waits.
anyone that experiments with as much malevolence as he has and the resilience that he has, perhaps not putting any additional tools in his hands would be better. Just my 2 cents. Just my 2 coppers.
There we go.
How long has Mordain been out there in his tower?
In his tower, it's been... Give me a second.
A minute.
About a little, I want to say almost 20 years or so. I think it's been a little over 20 years.
Okay. 20 years he's been out there. As far as we know, he hasn't really messed with anyone who hasn't come messing with him. And I don't know. I feel like he could potentially be an ally against Darn.
So it's not known exactly when he showed up to Droam, but based on the stuff that
That we found.
yeah, that you and Lucas read, he was kicked from the house and the 12 about 100 years ago, somewhere between, and he showed up for the first time. That's where Lucas found that report of him of a Thranish paladin being sold to a werewolf. That was about 20 years ago.
Okay.
So
That's when it
he's
was
been
confirmed
operating
in here.
independently from the 12 for 100 years.
No one
Right.
knows where he was in that. He just went missing about 100 years
Right.
ago. That's
But
when they
I mean,
attempted
like,
to put him in Dreadful.
he's not been tracked. Like, for the last 100 years, he hasn't been. 100 years ago is when he got kicked out for basically fucking unethical magical experimentation.
Right.
All right. So
I think at the very least he's against the world ending as we know it.
a chat can't hurt anything.
What
If
about
he had,
I completely disagree.
what
What about what?
You didn't read those reports.
I saw he doesn't like visitors. They'll try to talk to him from a distance, get his attention in another way. Seems to be kind of territorial.
And if he chooses to come after us or somehow grasps that we have something he wants,
That is
even if we could overcome him, that could use up all of our capabilities. And then we have nothing left with which to fight the daughters.
I'm not saying we show up on his doorstep and knock and hopefully we don't get ripped apart by weird creatures. We should come
I'm
up
saying
with
even-
a plan to address him from afar and let him know that we would like to have a negotiation of some sort.
How do we do that? Harris
I
speaks
don't
up.
know. Kasha can make her voice really loud. We could try to send a message. I could send an animal messenger to his tower and leave something there to grab his attention.
I cannot
Do you not
make my
think
voice
that
really
he
loud.
could? Do you think that he could not track our location based on our contact and simply show up and try and take what he wants?
He doesn't know what we have until he looks at us and gets his attention on us.
And a caster as powerful as he is, don't think he could try and figure it out?
It said he never left his tower.
He could still scry.
He could know,
Scry.
but it says he doesn't leave his tower.
He can't scry on us while we have this lantern. At least maybe on the bits of the boat, not the whole boat, but still.
Yes.
My
If
vote
I-
is that it is too risky, but that is just one vote.
I wouldn't message him. Too abrupt, informal, might draw ire.
How about this? I still have my gem that burns bright. A little torch that lasts forever. I attach it. We write him a nice letter. I have an animal messenger deliver this, fly well over the trees and all the other terrible things in his house, and deliver it upon the steps of his castle. It will not go unnoticed if there are all kinds of things out in his forest. We can maybe throw in something extra, a way for him to contact us back, give us a signal he would like to discuss things further.
Don't murder us
Still
if you'd
think
like
it's-
us to come over.
I mean, open to suggestions on how you'd like to broach this kind of deal with an entity like that.
I think we need to decide if we want to make the deal or attempt to make the deal or not. I vote
Yeah.
against it.
That's Lucas.
You can
That's Lucas.
see like physical nausea rising in Milo as he agrees.
As soon as you raise your hand, he puts his hand down. He doesn't change his vote, he just puts his hand down.
Y'all are both
also
being...
like-
Womp womp.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
If everyone's against it, we don't have to do it at all. I just feel like there's no harm in potentially using.
I think the problem is there is potential harm. It is whether the risk
Yeah.
of contacting. We know too little about the man. We
Okay.
don't know enough about him.
But he's unkillable, from what you've said. I'm
As
for
far
it.
as we know. So if he
Erish
did
votes
decide,
for it.
Erish votes for it. Talking to him.
DM says, I got both lanes covered. Fuck
Loyalty.
you guys. Make up the choice yourself.
He said the NPCs will not be the swing.
Nelbo, what do you think?
Oh,
What do I think there's a bunch of caustic clouds around that area. So it's gonna be a bit of a bitch to navigate, but we can do it.
Alright.
Oh, I'm not gonna say whether or not we should. Adventurers package, I'm legally forbidden from doing so.
I'm pretty sure he just said we should do it. So
that's what I heard as well.
It's not what I said. You're twisting my words. All right.
I think seeking his assistance should be a last resort. So if it looks like we cannot accomplish it ourselves, we go to Mole if we have to.
I agree, Gandalf.
I'm
Okay.
fine with the last resort.
So what, we're going to hang out on the airship, figure out things to do with these scales, and then after we figure some stuff out, we're going to hop back down into the mountain, go through the portal to the Great Crag, and just square up and see what happens after a tornado rips through the place?
I think the plan was to scout out the crag, and try to take them one at a time.
Ah,
So not just step through the portal and see what happens. We're going to find each of them.
do
and
you
kill them
have...
systematically?
Alright. So
And
let's
if
break...
we are incapable of accomplishing this task, then we throw ourselves on the possibility that Mordain is willing to negotiate with us and not just kill us outright.
Okay. But I'm gonna use some of them teeth while we're scouting this shit out.
I think it would be foolish not to.
Agreed.
Every
Everyone.
resource available.
Vote to use the teeth. Fuck that guy in his weird tower.
So new vote.
Don't.
Prestidigitation board.
It's just there's too much red.
It's all eyes right now. I'm
too
not.
many unknowns.
All right.
Erish puts his hand down. Okay. What is the plan from here? It is becoming night at this point. So you can Nilbo will sail as he has, or pilot rather, well past his points of exhaustion. if it is asked of him. He can get you somewhere tonight if you wish to be somewhere else tonight, or at least on the way. But Nilbo can only do that willingly about twice.
Okay, question. I mean, do we just want to use this portal to try to figure things out, like while we're here, or do we think that it's best to just go to the crag from the outside? I mean, we don't know how locked down their prison is. It might be relatively easy for us to sneak out of it.
I think that's good to
Like, at least check.
To at least check, yeah.
Let's check. Yeah. Scouting party.
Does that
the
sound
sneakiest people?
reasonable?
Maybe.
I'm gonna raise my hand in favor of at least checking the prison portal.
Let's go.
Okay.
Majority.
Prison portal.
I don't think everybody should go through, which means we're probably going to need some separate castings of what that fucking spell that your lantern does.
You mean my staff?
No, the lantern.
Oh, the non-detection. I'll just
That-
go with you. That'll be the easiest
No,
way.
absolutely not.
I am a very sneaky person.
No, you are not.
I don't have the heavy
You're
armor
not
anymore.
sneaky.
I'm completely sneaky.
No. This
You're not
this
the
is
sneaky.
not the time
That's
for
a
taking chances. Period.
I'm
That does
going
not
to
agree
look
again.
into.
What?
I'm gonna go look into how to potentially use those scales to our advantage. I'm also not particularly stealthy. I can follow along
We don't
in
need
my
Flynn to go
own
very
way,
far
but
this go around.
I-
feel like my time would be better spent here.
I can cast non-detection.
On all three of us, like gesturing to Yumi and Azur.
I have.
I do not know what level non-detection is.
Two?
Third, I've got 3 spell slots, so I can.
Is it
cast
how
on
long is
3
it last
people.
for?
8 hours, I think.
8 hours.
It's either 1 or
Yeah,
it's 8
8
hours.
8
Okay,
hours.
8 hours.
That's
8
perfect.
hours, yeah.
That's all we need. We just need, like, that's more than enough. We just need to be able to stick our heads and take a look
Then-
around.
yeah. Then I have no more 3rd level spell slots though, because I've just got the 3.
I'm pretty stealthy.
All right. Okay.
All right.
That's there's no way that's the end of the plan. Lucas speaks up. He says,
That it is not the entirety of the plan. The plan is to currently we're going to see if the three of us are going to step through and see if it is worth pursuing the entirety of our unit entering through this portal. If it looks like it is going to be too difficult to exit, like to get into the rest of the city through the portal, then we will fly to the Great Crag itself and find an infiltration point there.
right, contingency plan here. If you 3 do not come back out of there.
It's too far
it
for
hurt?
the telepathic bond.
Azure will have the ball of tornadoes, so contingency plan is fuck, and then you run back through the portal.
I mean, we'll. Ideally, that does not happen. I think it is more of the how do we tell whether something bad does fucking happen to the U3 or not. Yes?
Well,
is all the way on the plane, right?
What?
The one that he does.
There's
What?
a classic strategy.
And Milo gestures in his little drone.
That, and also, I mean, those that are capable of casting long-range magical communication can do so about
telepathic.
every 10
Non-detection.
minutes.
We'll stop that.
What?
Non-detection will stop that. Will it
It will
not?
stop magical communication.
What?
Is that true? Does non-detection
double
prevent
checking.
sending?
Telepathic bond. Not only does it stretch over the entire planet, but it stretches to other planes as well.
I thought telepathic bond had a mile limit.
Blah blah blah. Physically linking each other, creatures with duration until again 2 or less intelligence can't use it until the spell ends. Targets communicate telepathically through a bond, whether or not they have a common language. Communication is possible over any distance, though. It can't extend to other planes. I'm sorry, I saw.
We're not going between other planes though. So
Yeah, I know.
okay, I thought telepathic bond had
The-
had like
no.
a distance.
The 1 mile was specifically for our other campaign, where y'all got that gift.
Quick interjection.
I modified that.
Milo is correct in that because Rari's telepathic bond is a divination spell, that non-detection will cut it.
Yep.
Folks that are a target of non-detection cannot be a target of divination magic.
And Rari's telepathic bond is divination magic.
Correct.
And so is sending.
I don't know about sending. I just know Rari's
Sending is also
I believe.
divination.
No, it's evocation.
It's boom.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is, but whatever.
Because you're yelling really loudly so they hear you.
Hey, you guys!
So does this mean that we can't use telepathic bond within the confines of the lamp?
Essentially, that is what that is
That's
saying. Yeah.
fucking insane. We've been nerfed. Okay.
Deal with it.
My point stands. About one.
Do we have
I don't think we should plan to spend any more than an hour tops on the other side taking a look around. I'd say.
We should probably not spend more than
Great.
10 fucking minutes and then come right back to make sure there aren't like 30 dudes right on the other side of this portal.
Well, we need to at least we need enough time to be able to see how hard it is to exit, or to see where the exit is, see how many guards it has. We need more than 10 minutes.
We have no idea how big it is. We might end up in a cell.
We don't know where it's taking us exactly.
Right. I just
Every
saying,
10 minutes.
there's no
send it.
harm in you going, it's not in a lake of acid back here in the bottom of this place. Okay, we're going to keep going. That's all I'm saying.
You know it's not, because Greetrolk wrote in his messages that he was able to go in. He met a prisoner, figured out where he was, and left very quickly.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Sending every 10 minutes. Is
You
that
have
doable with the spell slots folks have left?
You have
Right,
a
that's
familiar.
a
you can-
one-time emergency.
Yeah, that's the rat glow stick, but
Sure.
clockwork edition.
Right. But I'm saying for a steady communication, sending every 10 minutes.
That's an immense use of power.
I don't think we're
Especially if we're
intending to
having
go in tonight. We have this. If we have to find the daughters anyway. We don't know where they are exactly. We need to pinpoint their location. Right now, this is an initial scouting expedition. We may very well be flying all the way there. So there'll be
All right.
days.
So, are you taking someone with
We
sending
can-
with you, or is it going to be all on our end, the people outside the portal?
So you'll just randomly maybe be dead at some point.
Holds up, mechanical, fly. If things get bad, things are bad. That's just
Oh.
regular check-in.
Well, not to
In case
be...
we can at least communicate information in case
All
something
right,
bad does
okay,
happen.
King. Not to put a damper on you, but you kind of really like the last time you saw a daughter of Sorakel. So maybe you don't have a chance to break the neck of the little doohickey Milo's got because you
Then I
don't want
won't
to do
have
that
it.
thing
I'll
anymore.
hand it to fucking Pip.
That's not the point. The point is that you might not have the ability to do that.
So would you rather send in the majority of our group, some of whom are a lot more likely to get us spotted in the first place, or would you prefer that we try to avoid detection in the first place?
I just think
Pop
we
in,
need to have a
plug,
way
pop out.
to speak back, is all.
Okay, so it is either they can scry on us or locate us magically, and we can talk to you, or communication is more intermittent, and they cannot find us magically. So they couldn't just happen to notice that we were, in their fucking backyard.
You can still cast sending without. It's an evocation spell, as Kaushik said.
Right. But if we are undetectable by their divination magics,
Mhm.
then we cannot have the telepathic bond.
Right. I'm not.
So
I'm
what do you
not-
mean
so
by more consistent communication? What is there besides the sending and the telepathic bond?
someone else that can cast sending going with you?
That would possibly be me, because I am the stealthiest of our
Out of character, what is Crowley's stealth bonus?
plus 10.
Not as high as I would like it, but I mean,
Plus, I would be casting invisibility on myself as well for an hour, and I have access to greater invisibility if necessary.
I think that it would be better if I were to cast
I
it
thought you
on
were
you
gonna
so
be-
that you could use your ability to focus on spells for yourself in case it's needed.
Milo can maintain concentration here, so that you have your concentration.
Sure.
Plus, Crowley brings up the rest of the party's ability of stealth as well. OOC.
I'm going to be quite frank. I think if you have a below double-digit stealth bonus, you should not be walking in here with us right this moment. That is Ian's, like, if you have less than a plus 10, you shouldn't be stepping in here right now.
Yep. Milo is going to cast it on
I
him
know.
before you go.
I'm just saying, in regards to Matt saying everybody else's stealth bonuses, that's my opinion.
That's my opinion too. That's the only reason why I spoke up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, in a mechanical sense, if your stealth bonus is less than 10, I do not think you should be participating in this initial, like, checking out the prison.
If we're going to be sending y'all in, I think that you should have as many of your magical resources as possible.
I'm good to
I
go.
can make you difficult, if impossible, to detect magically. Miss Pip, I think that you should retain your resources in case needed. Since I'll be here doing research, it makes the most sense for me to spend what I've got.
I don't disagree.
He can cast non-detection on all of
And
you.
just all four of us. Sure.
I'm looking to see what other buffs he can send with you. Yeah, it looks like non-detection and then invisibility on Crowley is going to be his contribution. And the familiar, of course.
Do all of you have dark vision?
Yes.
Yes.
Artificers and other
No.
D&D people, it is correct that with the replicate magic item, you can give that magic item to another person, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
100%. It is usually recommended.
Erish will
Pip.
set a candle out. You'll see him waft the smoke up into sort of a tornado for a second. It'll start flattening out, and he'll grab the sheet of candle smoke and shake it out, and looks like a cloak, and says, "This will help." And he'll hand one of you a cloak of elven kind.
Hell yeah.
Hey, that'd be wonderful, actually.
Wonderful.
Pip does not have dark vision.
I can cast dark vision on Pip before we go through.
Okay.
Sweet.
Lasts for 8 hours.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Are y'all
Elven
doing this
kind of-
tonight?
I just wanted, yeah, that's my thought, was go ahead and
Yeah.
so that we can decide whether we're going to stay right here or not.
Okay.
I don't think we should have Nilbo pushed to exhaustion, but I'd still like to go ahead and so we can plan.
So,
An
what is the
undercover
maximum
darkness.
duration? 1 hour? 2?
I'd say 1 hour tops
1 hour tops.
for this first go around. See what we can see. It may be so fucking massive that an hour's not enough, but we can come back, and at the very least, we'll know that.
This is just an initial peek.
Correct.
Just a little recon.
Okay.
Actually,
I think it would be best if I affected all of you with
With
the invisibility effect.
All of y'all are going to the mouth of the portal right now, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna say that you guys make that trip back down into the mines, back toward the portal, not going through it quite yet, but getting ready to buff everybody to go through. Crowley, you got the cloak, the temporary cloak of elven kind from Erish.
Yeah.
I don't think we should all be invisible. We need to at least be able to see each other to some extent. I mean, Crowley following along, the rest of us being able to see the rest of us is fine.
Right, and also if you get spotted and you have people that are visible, they might not see Crowley, who is invisible, who can get messages back to us.
Correct.
I was going to have to upcast for invisibility because of spell slot reasons anyway, was why I spoke up.
Yeah, I just quite literally don't want us to lose each other. I want us, for at least 3 of us, to be able to see each other and interact with each other, especially because we should all have like plus 30 stealth with
And the
Motherfucking
Azure Cannon
thing.
probably will cast Pass Without Trace when we go.
Yeah. One of the two of us. We both can.
And I can cast greater invisibility at will. So if it becomes like an emergency situation.
Once. You can cast it once.
I was about to say at
okay.
will.
It's once,
Holy
yeah. And for whatever reason, items.
The little thing
items-
on the left
yeah.
says at will.
Yeah. Item things and stuff, label them as at will, even if you can only do it once. So that's what that is.
And Crowley will buff the party with hype before we go.
Inspire
Right.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, mark that you have inspiration down because you're going to need to have this to the side. So everybody's going to get inspiration here since they can all hear you.
Yeah.
But make sure that those that are scouting, Lucas is also going to do a little bit of magic to help you guys out. Lucas says, I can either give 3 of you a little bit of extra constitution for a little while, or I can make you a little bit better at something for a little bit of time. Essentially, he can cast aid or bless. He can cast aid on 3 of you, bless and get on all of you.
Bless is only attack rolls and saving throws for a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an aid.
Yeah, me.
All right.
What's up?
Who wants the he's going to cast it at 3rd level. So you'll get 10 temporary HP. He can only choose 3. Which 3? Since 4 of you are gone.
I think the ones that are going to be visible should.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So visible folks.
Gandalf
Plus, I'll be
Go ahead.
buffing with the crown as well. So
There you go. Gandalf, Azure, Pip, write down you have 10 temporary hit points.
It's just, 8 is max.
I'm sorry?
8 is max. 8 increases your max HP.
Oh, so it does. So just I still
I'm
think it's
gonna
probably
record it
better.
as temp health,
Yeah.
just for tracking purposes, but
Yeah, just record it as temporary health. That way you don't fuck up your max health.
Another option, if you guys wanted to try it, a more expensive one, I could all make you guys guess, and you could move through the area very fast.
how long does it last?
8 hours.
You talking about Windwalk?
Yeah.
That'd be really fast, but that is noticeable. Right? Like,
If you're gonna do that, then perhaps all invisible.
like I said, we need to be able to see each other. Caution
It says
over.
the only action you can take is the dash action.
Yeah, so
or
you
that-
can't
yeah,
stealth.
So you can't stealth. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the
Nothing.
being invisible would be
Yeah,
crucial.
I'd still say
yourself.
no, because you can't talk. You can't, like, we would have no way to communicate. So
guys, I'm 10 feet off the
Veto
ground, but
that.
I'm Nimbus Stratus. Don't worry.
I'm a veto that particular thing. I'd say, like, I think caution and stealth is over speed.
I could turn you all into rats in case you are sighted. You see a little squeaky rat.
So is that we got those 4: Cloak of Elvenkind on Crowley, Invisible, non-detection for all 4 of you from Milo. Be good. Oh, and Pip has the
Aid.
drone in her pocket and
Yep.
aid.
And aid on
Alright.
the visible folks.
I'll give.
Go ahead.
And
So
dark vision on Pip.
So, rules as written, how does your drone function?
It is a familiar.
It's
It
a
is
familiar. It's fine
Okay,
familiar.
so it would resonate a signature magically.
Correct. If there's a detect
Not a
magic
non-detection.
going
Right, non-detection is not cast in an area; it's cast on. So you're going to cast non-detection on your familiar as well.
If you're going, don't you have the
He's
the
not
lantern?
going.
He's not,
not
going.
going.
Okay.
No.
I can cast it on the familiar too. Easy.
Okay, upcasting non-detection to include the familiar with it as well. You have that. Erish speaks up one more time. In case that you need to get behind a locked door, do any of you have something to help you with that?
Thieves' tools.
These tools. Okay.
I also
I'm
have
pretty sure all of them have proficiency
I was
with
gonna
these
say, yeah.
tools.
Just
Hey,
making
yo.
sure that he's making
I
sure that you have the
have these
actual
tools.
tools
These
themselves.
Yeah.
Uh,
no,
Unless I lost
I
mine,
have a
I
set.
should still have mine.
I have mine.
Charlie has his too.
Perfect. Okay.
Yep, mine as well.
I
That amuses me
Artyom
greatly.
will shoot some candy at the ground with Alexander's wand in case they need it along the way. Put that in your pockets. You know, you never know.
I don't
Might
want
be able
cave
to-
candy. I'm good.
Okay, no.
Werther's.
No,
Shoot
to show what happens here, because you are 17th level casting Candy Blast at the ground, which does 4d10 damage. You
That's
blast
48.
I'm sorry?
48.
4d8 damage.
To the ground.
Roll 4d8 damage right now.
Sure. You know,
Yeah,
it's not,
candy
it's
crater,
not
bro.
angled at. It's not angled at anybody. See, that's only 21 points of damage.
You blast a hole in the concrete floor and candy shards go everywhere.
I'm good.
That could have killed someone.
Milo just kind of like
Would
sad as
have.
Artyom only
It's
cast
like
an ending.
scooping up candy.
It
That's
has
nasty.
killed
Josh
someone.
will reach down and take
Hey,
a
I
piece of
assure
candy
you.
off the floor and
Horrifying.
put it in her beak.
All right.
Okay, all right.
Chomp on it with your beak.
All right, focus up. Do we have everything?
Spells cast.
We'll do a little twirly in front of Kaushik and say, like, did it show you? It has pockets. It's a new armor. Pockets.
Oh, wonderful.
So Milo
We
will
left
go
back.
around. If y'all are ready to rock,
Save it for the last moment so you get as much time as possible, just in case.
All right, let's go.
Lucas says a prayer to
Sure.
the Silver Flame. Cast 8 on all of you, giving you those temporary hit points. Go ahead, Milo, and you're casting non-detection.
this is non-detection for all of them, and then additionally invisibility on Crowley. Just going through and kind of pressing his thumb to each individual's forehead. When he pulls his thumb away, there will be a glyph resembling a closed eye.
Yes, sir.
Badass.
Pass without a trace.
That's what I'll trace.
So you
Stepping
guys
through.
are protected from magical scrying. You guys are incredibly sneaky. One of you is completely invisible. And you are going into what is probably the second most secure prison in the world.
Damn, we're playing Knives in the Dark.
I want to roll my stealth check.
You want to roll your stealth check?
I want to roll my stealth check.
All right. Well, in that case, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Hey,
You can't stop
That
me.
is cruel.
Food disease.
What if he wrote a natural one? That's what I really just want.
If I considering I have advantage, that would be fucking sad. Just a double
If
one.
you rolled 2 natural ones, you would bump faces with Sorakatra on the other side of this portal.
Wow.
Just the bitch I
And
wanted
land
to
on
see.
her feet.
Stab.
Give her a kiss.
Guys, grab her. Drag her through the portal.
Grab her.
Yeah.
Jump.
What if it's Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for playing with me. I had a blast. I hope you did as well. We are Hard Knock Dice. We stream every Wednesday and Saturday. On Wednesdays, we do our, I almost said, holy shit, I almost said Ghost of Salt Marsh. Wow.
Oh.
We stream our Whispers in the
Taking it
Dust
back.
campaign, aka our Fantasy West campaign,
true.
DM'd by our boy Ian/Ganowin. So
That's
come
me.
check us out. We're doing some rootin' tootin' shooting things over there. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Saturdays, we do this across Eberron, where we do all sorts of crazy things like attempt to assassinate incredibly powerful hags by sneaking in their basement. So that's what is happening at this
If you
moment.
got the free time, go back and watch Ghost of Salt Marsh. It's on our YouTube.
We're redoing
It
Ghost
was
of Salt Marsh to
awesome.
see who dies first this time. 2024.
If you go back and watch Ghost of Salt Marsh, be prepared to be sad. It's sad.
Oh
boy
God,
hours.
yeah. Jesus.
So worth
So-
it.
We're happy.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah. Before you get out of here, donate to Extra Life! !Charity. And oh, I'm sorry, I don't need to do that. I just have a button that I can
The
press to do
button.
that. You can go click on that link, or you can just scroll down, stay right here, and go donate to Extra Life. We're gonna raid some D&D friends like we always do here. Let's raid some our friends over at Dice and Legends. While we're preparing this raid, of course, go follow them and stuff like that. But follow us too before you get out of here for the night.
True.
Follow, subscribe if you're feeling it in your heart of hearts. Go follow us on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all that sorts of things. All of our episodes are uploaded on YouTube. So if you want to catch up, I think that's it, right? I hit everything. Until next time, guys. Much love. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.